Game over.
What the fuck? Fuck! Who the fuck? Fuck this fucking... How did you so fucking... Fuck! Fuck! Game over, man. Game over.
Wait a minute. There's things here. There's trees. There's rocks. There's birds. There's frogs. Come on! We'll bless them all until we get versticken. Join me!
Who is he?
He's an asshole, sir.
I know that. What's his name?
That is his name, sir. Asshole. Major asshole.
How many assholes we got on this ship anyhow? I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes.
Like a midget at a urinal, I was going to have to stay on my toes.
What about you guys? We ain't found shit.
Liberal or Republican, well, if you pick a side, then you're done. You want Trump to grab your pussy, or Bill Clinton to cover you in cum. Cause Hillary's a psycho, Christians are retarded, and Trump is a fag. And I wouldn't have to be here if it wasn't for my mom and dad. Make America gay again, make America gay as fuck. Cause I'm just trying to meet some dudes and get my penis sucked. And if I could get pregnant, I'd have abortions like every day. Cause if I had a pussy, it'd be so easy to get laid. Cause there's a whole lot of gang shit, and this money ain't a goddamn thing, bitch. I got some trap homies we can hang with. First they put a strap out, then they aim it. Cause it's a whole lot of gang shit, and this money ain't a goddamn thing, bitch. I got some trap homies we can hang with. First they put a strap out, then they aim it. And why don't Catholic priests just go out and fuck girls?
That is a valid question.
It would save a ton of little boys around the world. And if God really has every single thing he needs, then why the fuck does this asshole need 10% from me?
Yeah, especially if you're gay, you shouldn't
And
be
I'm tired
paying.
of paying so much goddamn income tax. 30% of my income, you didn't earn that, give that shit back. If I had to choose a hero, well, it would probably be Nick Cruz. Cause the
Interesting.
best thing about school shooters is now I don't gotta pay for your dumb kids' food. Cause it's a whole lot of gang shit, and this money ain't a goddamn thing, bitch. I got some trap homies we can hang with. First they pull the strap out, then they aim it. Cause it's a whole lot of gang shit, and this money ain't a goddamn thing, bitch. I got some trap homies we can hang with. First they pull the strap out, then they aim it. And once your daughter gets to high school, well, it won't be long before she gets fucked. First she'll get her cherry popped, then she'll get cheated on, then she'll get dumped. Once she graduates high school, well, good luck, cause it only gets worse. She'll be at the Halloween party as she's getting raw dog. She's dressed like a nerd.
All right, now that's getting a little
First she'll
rough,
start
man.
with
What are you
the
doing
white
here?
guys.
All right, we're gonna. All right, that was Tyler Cassidy. If you aren't aware, I'm sure most of you are. I was playing his video because it is stuck in my head and it won't leave. It won't leave. I can't get Tyler Cassidy out of my head, and I keep hearing his proclamations about it being a whole lot of gang shit, and it's a problem. Anyways, thank you for joining us. We have a show today, believe it or not. Do one of those lovely deals. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Anyways, so thank you, Joe Berger, 250 channel points. Yay, thank you very much. We're planning to go till 5:30, so that's a thing. We have a bunch of videos if we do a hype train, so that's a thing. Other than that, we have a jam-packed list of shit to talk about, so we will probably mosey into that momentarily. I found out today, though, that I cannot stream on Rumble without paying for it. As I do not have enough people watching me currently. So I mean, you're not wrong. Anyways, so that's why we're not launching on Rumble, which means all the work I did yesterday, I was like, let's get the Rumble thing so it looks at least, could have slowed up on that just a touch. Oh, well. Anyways, so we're going to have a fun show today. I literally contemplated making it a happy hour show, and then I realized I have to work tomorrow. Probably not a good idea. So we won't be doing that. But yes, we have a bunch of stuff to get into, and I'll have to pull the audio down so I can load them. I didn't put the stories up yet. But we'll be talking quickly about, if you haven't heard about it. Have you heard this, Kev? Have you seen this? Have you heard this? There is, and don't drop any sound drops for the next couple seconds here. There's an earthquake in Turkey. 2 of them, in fact. Turkey and Syria. Pretty substantial. Shit's gone crazy. Some would say flat out nanners. And so we're going to cover that. And then we've got a story.
What's it like?
We've got another story about a near miss in an air traffic situation. So that'll be fun. We've got to talk about something we've discussed before, but one of our friendly Democrat-led states is in danger of rapid weight loss. And Fox News also with a bit for us about the influencers on TikTok and other media apps with the recession. How are they doing? So let's check in, with the important people. Alrighty. And then one last thing about gender affirmation in Idaho. So, we got a whole slew of stuff. And the audio's back up. Hooray, I'm awesome-ish. Awesome-ish. Alrighty. So, as we struggle into the beginning of the show, I am fucking worn out from this morning, and then just from everything today. I want a nap, I'll be honest. But we don't do this for the lulz, we do this for you. So here we go. We have a few different stories to get in on, and seeing as where are we at here, how are we doing? Filtering in still? Yeah, that's what it is. It's a slow day today. Oh, that's the thing. Everyone's over on Rumble now, so fuck Johnny. I'm not going back for that ass fuck. I don't blame you. Why would you? Leave the crippled people behind. That's why we don't float. Alrighty. So as I was saying, Turkey, our first story. Let's. No, I am. Yeah, no, not now. Quit being a dick. Not now. I'll touch your dick later. YouTube is more user-friendly than Rumble. Johnny likes PPs. YouTube probably is more user-friendly than Rumble. I have no problems with Rumble, other than the fact that in order to stream on Rumble right now, since I'd have to pay for it, and just didn't have time to set that up today, so I got to look into that, how much it costs and all that stuff. And we'll see where we go. And, but yeah, so, wherever works for you, man, over there, over here, I will say over here you do have the fart option. Like, I say what you want for Twitch, but you can't blast ass with YouTube or Rumble, all right? Like, sure, it's called Rumble, but there's no Rumble link. Like, you want Rumble, you got to come up into this channel with a gold. That's a Rumble. That's a Rumble. Oh. That's a hate crime. Fanatical Bucksman saying YouTube is a bigger cunt than Rumble too. Yeah. We were having a good day. Thank you, Battle Brothers EO, for the 1,500 channel points. Nobody needed that. Just there was a rhythm, there was a vibe, there was a mood, and we were coming along, and someone said, "Hey, motherfucker, how do you feel about this?" And then someone screamed, "What the blue blazes is going on?" I hate myself just for doing that much of that impersonation. That's how bad that is. I hate myself just for that part. Just for that part of the grease man that I touched, I am now forever stained. Alrighty, so as I was saying, thank you all for joining us. We have a show that we should probably do at some point. I wager, maybe. Might be a good idea. Here we go. Can we fit this one on this one? Nope, it's kind of off still. Shit. Alrighty, a massive 7.8 magnitude earthquake struck southeast Turkey on Monday morning.
Last time I checked, we don't have a whole lot of songs that feature the cowbell.
I gotta have more cowbell, baby.
18 months getting trains running on time. It smells like burnt rubber and lube in here.
Thank you for your 18-month subscription. Oh, we have fun here. 18 months. Damn it. LabGlass, big sport channel. So thank you, LabGlass, for 18 months. I didn't give bits, but I'm about to ask for a refund. New boot goofing. Aw, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. God, what was I watching? Oh, yeah, there was a fucking cringe video that was just goofy. Anyways, not important. So the ginormous, holy shit, fuck your uncle earthquake struck southeast Turkey on Monday morning, crumbling homes, killing more than 2,800 people, and leaving devastation across a wide swath of the country and into northern Syria. The U.S. Geological Survey confirmed the magnitude of the pre-dawn quake and said a second tremor, registering magnitude 7.5, struck. Thank you for the twerky sticker. It feels like a weird one to do with this particular. We're talking about an earthquake and boom, doot, 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 doot. Luke Duke, howdy. What's in the news today? Well, we're briefly touching on an earthquake. We've got that subject to discuss. Later in the show, we'll be talking about the Justice Department a touch. We've got some interesting things about a graduate from high school that sounds like big whoop, but wait till you hear about it. And then former Arizona swimmer, we finally we get to hear Ty Wells, I think his name is. We get to hear his cause of death. Well, that'd be exciting. And I'm sure it's not what anybody thinks it is. 2,800 dead. God is pissed. I don't know if he's pissed or if he's just making a little bit of room. You know what? When you think about the math, like, I don't mean to be insensitive to the people who have died. That's a horrible tragedy. And if you know someone who suffers in that, I'm sure it sucks. And I apologize for what I'm about to say on that regard. But in the God level, you got to think 2,800 people. That's just like clearing a little bit of the cache out of the fucking hard drive. You know, you barely notice that. St. Duran going, turkey got hit, no potatoes about it. Thank you very much. Turkey got stuffed. I mean, it was... Authorities overseeing the tragedy say they've never seen anything like this in all their years or family Thanksgivings. Several flocks of mallards were crushed in the earthquake, making it a true turducken. Fanatical Bucks fan. 2,800 Pfizer customers lost. Pharma is pissed. I mean, but did Turkey pay in advance like we did? Because, we're so star-spangled stupid. Did they sign a blank check too, or was it just us? Were we? Huh? I didn't even plan the Twerky sticker. I don't know who. Well, I gave you credit. Either way, earthquake in Turkey, and you went twerky, and I gotta say, it was a bold move. Just lean in, own it, even if it was an accident. Alrighty, so let's go back. They got dragged to heaven, while some was say, but my browser history isn't cleared. I'm a workshop it because I'm retarded. That's not a dig on mentally handicapped people. I'm literally mentally handicapped. I don't mean to brag, but yeah, I have a special group. Alrighty, so the head of Turkey's Disaster and Emergency Management Agency, AFAD, said at least 1,762 people were killed. Health Minister Farhitin Koka said earlier more than 11,000 others were injured in the government-held areas of neighboring Syria, which is still being rocked by violence from a decade-long civil war. The health ministry said more than 590 people were killed. Civilian rescue agencies that operate in Syria, rebel-held Northwest, said at least 700 people were killed there, with hundreds more injured. Ooh.
Telefonlara sar. Herkes buraya gel. Güvenli alana geçiyoruz bizler şu anda. Vatandaşları da görüyorsunuz. Deprem oluyor gene.
What are we doing? Oh, buildings are coming down.
Evet, şu an Kaz'da arama kurtarma çalışmalarına doğru giderken 2 defa yüksek şiddette bir artçı sarsıntı meydana geldi ve hemen
Well, I mean, yeah, that's how we all feel, but guess what the politicians will probably say.
Vatandaş da geldi yine bu noktada. Toz duman içerisinde kalmış.
Sweet Jesus. And I would have got away with it too if it wasn't for those goddamn kids. Previously unreleased 9/11 footage. Yes. Proving one thing in particular, it was all shot ahead of time. And it was an inside job. Case closed. That water is not going to last long. I am parched for some reason, and I do not have a good grasp on my audio board this angle. I gotta, I'm halfway through rearranging things. Stop it. Let's just fucking finish the video.
Yine o noktada vatandaşlarda da var. Evet. Hemen bir anne çocuklarını almış.
All right, come on. Make a decision. All right, is this important or not? This weird, I'm sorry, just very kind of just effeminate run. I mean, are you sure that's not us airstriking them? Look, it turns out that the boxes marked bombs and the boxes marked sandwiches look exactly the same. And because of that, some of the aid we gave them blew up in their faces. The other parts were delicious ham and cheese. Hi, Johnny. Hi, chat, says Michaela. Hey, Michaela, how you doing? Michaela, everybody. We're taking off on our lovely little adventure. This dude This dude makes me sad to see him run. News reporter Dan's got new legs.
Yine o noktada vatandaşlarda da var. Evet. Hemen bir anne çocuklarını almış. Gel.
Why don't you love me, Jenny?
Gel. Gel sen de çabuk gel. Bırak onları gel. Bırak onları. Şöyle açık alanda bekleyin. Açık alanda. Korkma bir şey yok. Korkma bir şey yok geçti. Bana bak korkma. Bana bak bir şey yok. Bana bak iyisin. Tamam. Korkma,
Are you
geçti.
conducting an interview or taking
Evet, artist
like
sarsıntı
bravo
var,
to you
devam
for
ediyor.
taking
Oraya
care of
doğru
her, but
geçmeyin. Hemen.
hold
Annenin
on.
yanına gelsen. Geç. Evet. Artist sarsıntının ardından. Görmüş oldum.
Yeah, I don't want to be on camera. I'm not really, I'm not looking my level best at the moment because I don't know if you know this, but my house just collapsed. Didn't really put on my makeup today. What's happening, says Toastmaster. We were watching a video of Turkey and Syria. That was a news reporter. Apparently, they've had way too many earthquakes over there, and now everything's collapsing. And there's more video, but I don't know that we want to go through that. Yeah, we're looking at death toll surpassing 2,800 people with latest update from Turkey. So yeah, it's just it's not looking good. Somebody might have fudged some numbers over there in somehow, shall we say, astrological account books, and some another pyramid scheme went down. That's what it is. It's heavenly crypto, and that's gone over. And now we gotta shave some numbers. The earthquake. Yep, the earthquake. At least I own it. All right, it's unacceptable and it's wrong, but I own it. It's just I did that. It was a thing, and I apologize. Have at it. I'm a fucking douche canoe. So if you haven't heard, there's this weird trend of me making an ass of myself. No, of planes not really getting able to take off, or if they do take off, planes that are landing not being able to land because they almost, hit each other. You'd think this is something that shouldn't be happening, but it apparently did again. Like, this is the second time we covered a story like this. I actually had to look into this story to make sure it wasn't the same one that I've heard before, because I did this one already.
It is the latest case of a near collision on the runway, this time at Austin Bergstrom International Airport. The Federal Aviation Administration says on Saturday a FedEx Boeing 767 was coming into land as a Southwest Airlines 737 was cleared to take off ahead of it. Air traffic control recordings detail apparent concern from the tower as the Southwest flight remained on the runway.
Southwest 7 confirm on the road.
I don't even know what that means.
But preliminary Flight Radar 24 data shows the two planes remaining on a collision course. The FAA says the crew of the FedEx flight aborted its landing and started to climb, experts say averting disaster.
FedEx is on the go.
The FAA and probably the NTSB will interview the flight crews. They'll interview the tower personnel.
Epstein witnesses was on the flight. Maybe.
The tapes, and they'll find out where the mistakes
All
were
right,
made.
hold on.
The National Transportation Safety Board says it is...
Why are we asking the Penguin about what to do in a flight emergency? Am I wrong?
The National Transportation Safety Board says it is investigating this as a possible runway incursion. It is the same type of incident.
The tapes,
Yeah.
and they'll find out.
Yeah, look, Seymour Blumpkin, fucking whoever swallowed Gilbert Grape, I gotta say, god damn, you're fat. Who is this guy? Do we not credit witnesses we have anymore? Like CNN, you guys... So we just went to Fat Man in his living room? Who the is this ass fuck? John Madden looks good. Well, oh, Jesus, how do I do it? Well, you got one plane taking off. Boom. I can't do. I'm sorry. I have to watch John. It looks like a hoarder. He looks like he doesn't move around much, is what I'm saying. Doesn't look like someone who takes a lot of air travel. Someone who maybe, I don't know, stays indoors a lot. Again, this guy doesn't get on board a plane without like 3 rascal scooters. Why are you someone we talk
the
to?
Mistakes were made.
The National Transportation Safety Board says it is investigating this as a possible runway incursion. It is the same type of incident that happened on the runway last month at JFK. In that case, the pilots of a Delta flight were told to abort their takeoff as an American Airlines flight taxied across the runway in front of it.
Delta 1943, cancel takeoff clearance. Delta 19.
I think that's one of the other ones we've covered.
Takeoff clearance. Rejecting.
That underscores, one, that the most dangerous part, the most perilous
All right,
part
Peter
of
Goetz,
your trip
former
is
NTSB
often when
managing
the plane
director.
is
Okay.
taxiing on the runways. These runways are crowded.
There is one big difference here between
I feel like he said something else. That feels like it was, these runways are crowded. That's not where he ended. He didn't go, these runways are crowded, and we're out. I'm like, nope. Close call. I think I'm just going to walk. I saw this episode of Breaking Bad before. I mean, I don't know. I didn't. Apparently, I missed the season.
Weather was clear. In this Austin incident, this latest incident, there was thick fog. Visibility at the time reported at only 1/8 of a mile. Experts say that'll be a big factor in this investigation.
Hooray. So this one might be remotely okay. I mean, it is a little scary that this keeps happening. Again, coincidences. Why see them?
Last time I checked, we don't have a whole lot of songs that feature the cowbell. I gotta have more cowbell, baby.
I'll be clear about this. I don't support this ginger snap fellow and him supporting this channel. So he gets a begrudging cowbell. No, what's up, dude? Thank you so much for 18 months of support. Thank you so much for the support. There we go. Again, for anyone that gives a shit, we do have the hype train videos if we do all that stuff. I suppose I should link the where's where I'm gonna have to get new freaking links eventually, I think. Oh wait, no, that one is just kidding, so that one's fine. Maybe just a new Venmo when I set all that up. So I gotta put this in this thing here so that can go like this, and boom, Bob's your uncle, and then we can pin that because there, and then we can do this because there and there. And then if you don't want to do the other stuff, there's that. Hopefully we'll have some new stickers coming this week because I've been working on those. So once we get the images finished, we just have to get them authorized, and then boom, we already have the sound drops for them. Got those up the ass. Alrighty, so that is, again, was that the turkey situation yet? No, that was the airplane thing. We just did the airplane thing. That's what we did. Alrighty. So, I guess we'll get into this. Did you guys hear that apparently Ben Affleck was not happy with the Grammys? He went with his wife, and it did not go. That's closed. I don't think I have the video, but that's a. Actually, let's go ahead. Apparently, he's at the after party. Let's go live to Ben Affleck now at the Grammys. Ben Affleck at the Grammys. Let's see here. Can you hear us, buddy? Oh, is this muted? Oh, that's why. Still nothing. We got nothing here. You look super thrilled. Yeah, fuck this. I'm only here because of my hot wife in front of me. Dude, this is like literally going to be Aaron and April's relationship in a couple of years where he's just going to follow her around because she wants to go have fun. He's going to fuck, I can't leave her alone. It's just a thirst trap. Will Smith smack Ben too? Not yet. Fat Joe needs to change his name. Yeah, Fat Joe's looking less fat. Maybe Loose Skin Joe. I don't know. I mean, he still looks like a walking penis, right? Like, he still looks like a dick. Not like that he is a dick. I'm not saying, I don't know Fat Joe. I'm just saying, like, if you were a penis with legs, what song was playing? I have no idea. There's no audio on here. All I know is his general look of disapproval was apparently the theme of the night, and the internet has lost their effing shit with it. They are just not. Can he open the rolls and fly? Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, so Ben Affleck apparently was not having a great time with it. Where's the story that I originally had on this? We'll just do it that way. American actor. News. All right, here we go. This one, I guess we'll go from the one with CNN here just because it's faster. Everyone seemed to love the Grammys except Ben Affleck. Like this, and that's his face right there. Generally speaking, Ben was less than impressed. Just annoyed the whole time. Like even J-Lo doesn't look the most thrilled at the moment, but like kind of, I don't know. But Ben is not having it. Alrighty. So the 2023 Grammy Awards was a historic history-making show. And yeah, I said that backwards. Filled with dynamic performances from iconic musical artists. And through it all, Ben looked miserable. It's just so amazing. Do we have another picture of Ben looking like begrudged? That's it? We had the video and they had that one photo. You people suck, CNN. Oh, wait, was this... No, that's Trevor Noah and Beyonce. I don't want to watch Trevor Noah hand the thing to Beyonce. They told him no smoking. There you go. That's what it was. J-Lo told Ben that he could have that at the Grammys, no drinking, no smoking, no sleeping with other women. And he's like, God, I can't have fun at all. Jennifer Garner used to let me get strange on the slide. Alrighty, but yeah, so Ben was not having it. And the internet has started making a lot of memes and just everything about Ben Affleck not being super into the Grammys. So I don't know, I gotta start having some fun with that, I think. That might be something we do. Alrighty. That is just hilarious. Again, so this is just his face the whole night. The whole night he's just, I'd rather be at home. I'd rather not be here. I'm too old for this. Way, way too old for this. Notice how J-Lo is really, really loving the dancing and everything. She's really having fun. She's having a great time. And you just, again, like, she's getting into it. She's throwing around. She's standing next to Fat Joe. It's a party up in here. Ben Affleck is more like, do I need to be doing this? None of you people impress me. I leave me alone. How do you like them apples? Alrighty, so yeah, Ben Affleck apparently boo-hoo didn't enjoy the Grammys. Oh, I don't know why that's so enjoyable for me.
11 counties in Oregon have voted to secede and join Idaho.
Hey, ass fuck. Let me open the scene for you. It's like I'm trying to do a goddamn show. Nobody cares. Anyways, so yeah, Ben Affleck did not have fun at the Grammys, which was the only thing, I think, to me that made them worth having this year. Ben Affleck being miserable at the Grammys to me is incredibly awesome. She's moving around like that because her panties are on vibrate. Smith was calling for Clerks 4. So wait a minute. Kevin Smith was calling her panties? Who was Kevin Smith? Was he calling Ben Affleck or was he calling Jennifer Lopez's panties? I don't feel like J-Lo would have, but didn't Smith do a movie with I don't know. Now I'm just confused. All I know is if there is a hotline to her hotline, I would dial that just for fun. Because I'm a horrible person. Oh. And at any rate, like I said, it looked way more like I'm having fun at the party. And he's like, I'm here because my hot wife is here. Not enough booze for Ben, says Labglass. I mean, is there ever enough booze for Ben? I feel like Not Enough Booze for Ben could be the title of a freaking biopic for him. Please hold, presses Clint. If you know your party's extension. Oh God. We have a weird cringy video if we do hype train stuff. We've got some videos to just like play and live react to, not necessarily pause. Because there's a couple of them and they're longer. And oh God, one of them is bad. One of them is a guy and let's just say he has a type, and it's a very abnormal type. So I'm trying to think of that now. Like that would be hilarious if you had like I've got like old school, like they didn't have Bluetooth, so it's like they had to what? They had like wireless panties. They're like, yeah, but hold on while we connect you to an operator. Long day of jacking it in. Alrighty, that's gone weird, and I feel weirder for it. So we'll go ahead and get into this. If you haven't heard the story before now, consider yourself informed. Oregon counties want to secede from Oregon because, well, it's Oregon. And they're doing what Oregon does. So we'll let this dude catch you up pretty quick here, and then we'll have a kind of funny little roundup about this at the end of the hour.
Over the blue state's high taxes and soft on crime policies. Matt McCaw from the Greater Idaho Movement and Sandy Gilson, a small business owner in Oregon, support the push and join us now. Thanks for joining us this morning, guys. What is going on when you have Oregonians wanting to go to Idaho? Matt, explain why the move to secede and how is this going to work?
Yeah, so thanks.
I'll just catch up with this Master Meatball here. Yeah, old phone style. I could make a penis shaped like shaped old phone style hold. Talk to the scrotum. That's very. I don't need that. Nobody needs that in their life. Why I feel bad for reading it.
Griff, so in Oregon, we have an urban-rural divide, much like a lot of states across the country. The west side of Oregon is very populated, very urban, and very left-leaning, whereas the east side of the state is very rural, very conservative, and it's much more economically, culturally, politically similar to Idaho. So people in Eastern Oregon have felt like their state-level governance has not heard them, has not paid attention to our concerns, and has not
I'll
been working
transfer
for
you,
Eastern
inserts
Oregon.
finger.
So what we've been doing over the last 2 years in the Greater Idaho movement is we've been going county by county.
Wow. That's something to be proud of there. I mean, Jesus, I grew up poor, but damn. That is... I mean, I know, like, obviously, Portland, Oregon, and stuff like that, the 10 cities and stuff. But, I mean, when you see it like that, I mean, those tents are, some of them are just garbage on, why? Why are they there? Why is the green tent even there? Just, God.
And asking folks, would you like your elected leaders to look into moving the state line, moving the border, so that people in Eastern Oregon could get their state-level governance from Idaho, which is much more similar to their values and represents what Eastern Oregonians want much better than Western Oregon does.
Yeah, but Western...
And aside from the opposition to Portland's rampant drugs and homelessness and latte stores on every corner, Sandy, people like you, small business owners, are really...
All right. I wonder if counties can secede to a non-border state like Ohio and Texas. We're going to become a satellite county of Texas. Up here in Minnesota, we are the North Lone Star State. I mean, technically, we do have a county in Minnesota called Walker. I mean, oh, no. Form a new state. That's the problem with this, though. Like the guy said, this is happening all over the country. Lots of states, there are people who are like, we elected people I don't like. And by we, I don't mean we. I mean literally that city over there did, and he called us a bunch of rocks and cows. Look, I'm just saying. Maybe we hold some people accountable.
Upset about the tax burden hitting you, a cat tax, not a feline. It's a corporate activity tax where revenue is transferred to the fund.
I was going to say, fucking
student success is used.
There
for
better be a goddamn dog tax too. I'll say
tax
that.
is imposed on businesses like yours for the privilege of doing business in Oregon. So says the state. How do you feel about this?
Oh, I hate it. It is actually driving out businesses, especially here in rural Oregon. We're losing pharmacies and other businesses like that. What it is a tax on every dollar, gross dollar made over $1 million. So every time a dollar comes in to the business over $1 million in gross take, they are taxed on that before they pay their employees, before they pay for their cost of goods or anything. It is a tax on the gross income of businesses, and it is killing businesses, especially out here in Eastern Oregon.
Now, we should point out for our viewers, in 2022, we saw red states like Florida, Texas, North Carolina, all seeing a massive gain in population, and they're not the only one you can see here on our screen. So, Matt, I got to ask you, you have a very liberal legislature in Oregon. How do you expect to even succeed in this effort?
Well, great question. So our proposal is a win-win for both sides of the state. So what we're trying to do...
No, it isn't. Let's just be clear about this. It's a win for one side of the state, the side that wants you that wants to leave. The side that would rather you not leave needs your money. So I'm pretty sure they're not going to be okay with it.
We're trying to match people up with government that they actually want and that matches their values. So Western Oregon is very left-leaning. They want a very left-leaning government. They should have a left-leaning government without the interference of Eastern Oregonians. Likewise, Eastern Oregon is very conservative. They want a conservative government. They should get the government they want.
Yeah, but they also again, the part you're forgetting, they also want your tax money. Spoiler alert, you pay for a lot of their shit. If you like Idaho so much, move there. Well, Toastmaster, what they're kind of saying is so many people like the policies and everything of Idaho that at this point, all of them moving into Idaho would just make a big problem for Idaho. It would simply be a lot easier and more feasible in their mind for Idaho to come to them. They want Idaho to move here. I think this is a good thing, secede. I mean, here's where I'm at with it. It's a good thing in terms of this is one of the ways you could kind of force like these left-leaning, I won't say, liberal, these left-leaning liberal policy havens. They're like, hey, you guys are all on your own now. It's all on you to make it work. And, none of this is working. Yeah, maybe because your policies fucking suck. Maybe you should figure some shit out. As opposed to just being like, oh, well, we just need to give more people a chance. We can't help enough. I'll put it another way. West Oregon was canceled. Well, that's horrible. Oh, dude, this, you know what could be really, really funny? West Oregon joins Idaho. Most of California joins Nevada, but then like the coast joins Oregon. So Corrigan, Billy Corrigan on the west, maybe. Do we like the state Billy Corrigan? Despite all my rage.
There's also financial considerations. Western Oregon currently subsidizes Eastern Oregon in the sense of they collect tax dollars and then send those back to Eastern Oregon more than they bring in from Eastern Oregon. So letting Eastern Oregon go and be part of Idaho would be a financial win. It would help lower gridlock, lower political tension.
Then I'm
and
wrong.
It would get both sides of the state, the government that they actually want.
It seems like it would help business owners like Sandy as well. Matt McCaw, Sandy Gilson, thank you very much for taking time on this Monday.
Battle Brothers Zio saying, getting really sick of people using leftist and liberal interchangeably when they are not the same thing. Well, I'll be plumb tuckered honest with you. I'm ignorant, so I apologize if I'm misconstruing. That could happen. Alrighty, what was this one? Oh, yeah, this one, the massive tech layoffs thing. I mean, this is a clip from Tucker Carlson. I don't know if we even want to. What the hell? We'll give it a go.
Across 7
After we get done with an
every
ad.
decision.
Because everything we do comes with an ad now. She's a lady on a country farm, and they're making pumpkin. Oh, they're raising watermelons. I got so much I could do. Dell announced another 5K layoff. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Really? We're going to have to get in on that in a minute then. Because that could be interesting.
Visit netsuite.com.
I wanted to max the volume.
Videos from employees in big companies, usually in tech, bragging about how little they worked. They didn't really do anything. They spent a lot of time in the meditation room and sipping expensive coffee. Here's one Google employee, for example.
A day in my life working from the Google LA office. I always grab some candy from the reception before heading in. This used to be an old aircraft hangar, so the decorations hanging from the ceiling kind of looks like an aircraft flying in. Next, I'm gonna pass by these art installations. They're a really good photo op. It's so sparkly and beautiful in here. I love that a lot of our rooms are themed. Then I'm gonna grab my 2 favorite drinks, which is this green tea and coconut water. Next, I'm gonna go upstairs and grab some lunch. They always have pizza and a variety of different vegetables and meat. The food is always really good, and of course, everything you see in the office is free. On my way out of the cafe, I ran into a Doogler, which is a dog Googler, and headed over to the massage chairs to wrap up my day. Let me know what you want to see next.
So you can't really blame the kids who made these videos. They're kids, and they were told by their employers that work is drinking coconut water and free pizza in the theme room followed by a massage chair. And so they filmed it. But who do you think the first people fired by these companies were when the downturn came? People like that, including that girl, was fired.
Really?
A lot of.
Can we see her I was fired video? I'd love to see her fired video follow up.
Tech workers are being laid off. So with that in mind, we thought it'd be a good time to check in with JP Sears, our friend. He has his own day in the life video on TikTok. He's a comedian, a very smart man. JP, thanks so much for coming on. Are you surprised to see a lot of these TikTok stars laid off?
Tucker, first off, it's great to be here with you on CNN. And sorry I was late. I just came from shot put practice. And I'm a little bit offended that these people who produce nothing are being laid off. I don't understand the business model. It's clearly based on fascism. But I have to say, seeing these TikToks, honestly, they inspire me because I realize I had been living my life like a fool. I was showing up at work and doing some work, but I realized I could actually reverse that trend and figured out how I could work less and pamper myself more. And
I'm really not one to talk about that,
I actually made my own
what I'm
TikTok
doing
video of my day in life of work, hoping I could inspire others to work a little bit less to help these companies out.
Hey guys, as you know, I work for Silicon Valley's largest big tech fact-checking agency, and I thought today I would just give you a tour of our office. Let's take a look.
Oh God, this is cringy.
Comfort is like the #1 most important thing about working here.
Now I get why I haven't seen you as a comedian.
It is literally not even a safe space. Smells fake, just like our fax. And over here you can see that's like a computer or something. I don't even know what that does. The company installed a whole lot.
Yeah, I can't do this anymore. I can't. Oh, that got bad. I feel like I just got... Did I get brain raped by that skit? Oh, that was hard. I couldn't keep going. I'm sorry. It made me cringe too hard. But anyway, so the social media influencers are the ones predominantly getting laid off, I guess. Which, again, the world weeps a sigh of, oh, too bad. You just weeps a sigh? I don't know, dude. So yeah, social media influencers, because those are important jobs. Going on TikTok and talking about your day. He is terrible, but some of his stuff is funny. I'm sure that is not the best example of his work. I just lost. ChatGPT needs to be laid off. It's a liberal snowflake. Fanatical Bucks fan, we actually do have a story about that. So. You have a trend, like either just knowing where I'm looking or stories I've looked up or something, because yeah, that one's actually in the whole thing. WTF down thumb. I don't even know what that's for. Oh, WTF down thumb. Who's WTF?
Last time I checked, we don't have a whole lot of songs that feature the cowbell.
I gotta have more cowbell, baby.
Chevy JB with 15 months. Thank you so much for subscribing. 15 months from Chevy JB. Thank you so much. Alrighty. So we'll get into this next story here, and then we can load our second hour videos, and then we'll move on through with all that. Again, we do have the hype train videos if the hype train stuff happens. We've got all that craziness available. And what was the other thing? Oh yeah, I'm doing a comedy show. We'll talk about that after the second hour stories. So here we go. The last of the first hour stories. You remember we were just talking a minute ago about Oregon seceding from Oregon and becoming part of Idaho. They might want to rethink that. I'm just a bot myself, says Rusty Grammar. Chat GTA sounds sexy. Cool thing about Chat GTA is that you can do things in Chat GTA that you couldn't do in real life, like smuggle drugs. Pretend you're a black person. It's Chat GTA, Vice City. Oh fuck! I'm gonna have trouble getting that one out of my head now. Chat GTA. Congratulations, that might win today for fucking brain nugget that burrows in. Drives me slowly crazy. I hate being a cripple with fucking crippled legs. Alrighty, so the last story of our first hour, like I said, Idaho might not be the haven that everyone thinks it is. Idaho Satanists to hold gender affirmation ritual at state capitol to protest a bill that would protect kids from same-sex operations. You're welcome, crutches. Idaho Republicans are trying to pass a bill that would prevent doctors and therapists from permanently damaging children by making it a felony to offer sex change surgery or puberty blockers to minors, punishable by up to 10 years in prison. Of course, the Democrats and the devil worshippers are ticked off about that. So what is it? Oh, God, it really is. The Boise chapter of the Satanic Temple, which calls itself Satanic Idaho. Ooh, there's a spud for you. The Satan Spud. Satanic Idaho. I mean, when I think hell, I do think Idaho. But I mean, Satanic Idaho, only 10 years. I want to see life sentences. Rusty Grammar, you might want that. You might have a point. I don't know. I'm not here to affirm or deny your feelings. What I will say is, I mean, at least they're fucking doing something, goddammit. I mean, goddamn. I am freaking out, man. I have touched on this vaguely, but I am terrified because my daughter's a special kind of all over the place, and anybody could easily use that giant lump of putty, if you will, and put it into the mold of, oh, well, this means you're that. See, she likes playing with trucks. Yeah, she also likes trying to fix Barbies with a monkey wrench. That doesn't mean she's supposed to be a plastic surgeon, okay? Oh, fucking... Well, we think this means your child might be gender fluid. Well, she tried to put, Barbie's head on top of a horse. Does that mean she's also sometimes Dr. Frankenstein? Like, what do we got here? Okay, that's where the church, the main rule, do what thou wilt. They have gone woke, and I move even more to the right. I mean, now you're just, now I'm just, that's where I'm at, Master Meeple. But I mean, it's cool. It's cool. Thank you so much for chiming in, everybody. Summary judgments, am I right? I mean, Again, I'm freaked out, worried about my daughter. And if you want to push changing a child's gender, ooh, do I wish there was just laws against it everywhere. But, yeah, I'm about to pull my kids out of school, let them learn at home, out in the woods, or at the farm. There's probably better programs online than in most tax-funded schools. Maybe. The only problem I ever have with raising children at home is then they never fucking leave. Do you know how hard it is to rub one out when they're in the next room doing, fucking math class? And all you can think is the 1 + 1 that made 3, and you're just, fuck. How's your algebra? Well, my root hasn't been squared in a long time. Oh, Jesus. So yeah, let's get back to this before we completely lose track of everything. Okay, so the temple, which calls itself Satanic Idaho, is pushing back against the proposed legislation by staging a Hail Yourself gender affirmation ritual on February 13th. Oh, a day before Valentine's Day. Remind Idahoans that Idahoans? I don't know. That not everyone uses religion to condemn, but to accept, according to the adverse. Look, Satan will accept you, so we can punish you in a lake of fire. I mean, obviously, that's not what they're saying. I know Satanism isn't really that or whatever. I don't know what it is. I'm not a Satanist. I'm just a dude. According to the Satanic Temple website, gender affirmation rituals carried out with a satanic minister serve as both celebration of the self and a declaration to the self and others of one's true identity, and are proposed to dispel any shame or stigma surrounding one's gender identity due to religious discrimination or cultural ignorance. Well, there is the fact that you call yourself a her, and man, do you not look like a her. Let's just say Steven Tyler did pen a rather interesting quote about you, and I believe it goes something to the effect of, yeah, dude look like a lady. Actually, that's backwards, Johnny. That would be, dude don't look like a lady. That's the way it should go. It all makes sense. Can someone please tell Satan my soul is for sale? I already called and left a couple of voicemails. I know, right? Like, I was, dude, I'm about ready to trade like a fifth of my soul for like a dozen eggs. That's where I'm at. I am. It's getting bad. Now when you put it that way, 1 + 1 does equal 3. School was wrong once again. Look, 1 + 1 only equals 3 because the phone rang and it startled me. When I'm in the zone, and I'm just taking it to Pound Town, somebody throws a curveball, And all of a sudden it's like, yeah, now congratulations, you're dad. Dr. Scholes sells his souls. Thank you, Rusty. The real Satan Claus. I'll take that trade. A fifth of soul for a dozen eggs. I'm trying to come up with a devil went down to Georgia thing with eggs, but it's not working. I apologize. But yes, I don't know what that emote is, Rusty Grammar. Thank you. Oh, good idea. Satan Shark Tank. You can have 30% equity of my soul for 50 Bitcoins. I mean... All right, so I've got a way that we can enslave like all of the black people, and I'm willing to sell 1/2 of my soul for a 30% stake in my enterprise and $1 gazillion. Gazillion. Alrighty, so again, I don't know if people realize this, whether you believe it or not, in terms of whatever. The overall message that the Satan Church sends I don't know if you realize this, the people you're going up against, that's going to kind of make them go, we were right. You know what I mean? Like, this is like when a bunch of people are ignorant of cultures, and they just assume that a certain group of people might always go to a movie theater and talk, and then people of that group don't shut up during the movie. I mean, it's just now you're leaning in, like. Or like white people and inbreeding. I'm saying it happens everywhere. Satan went down to Denny's. He saw the omelet price. A start? Satan went down to Denny's. He was looking to make a grand slam. He was way behind, and they had the kind that... All right, so now we're getting there. We can workshop it, you know? A little back and forth. I lost it now. Alrighty, Battle Brothers Zio. I have yet to meet a single person that says that or believes it. I think the mainstream mediocrities just push that narrative. Which one is that? Even with all the things going to shit, people still think Biden's the best president ever. I don't know anyone that thinks Biden's the best president ever. I will say there are still plenty of people who are like, well, it's better than Trump. And I'm just like, but you're basing that off of what? Like, look, I'm willing to hear the argument that Biden's a better president than Trump. Disagree, but willing to hear the argument. And again, I don't have a reason that I know of anyone that can point to anything other than, well, Trump did mean tweets and said mean stuff, and he didn't want to give up power. And like, yeah, but again, that's not a really good... All right, according to the text of the ritual, participants are invited to look at themselves in the mirror, count their breathing in 3 counts of 6, and say, thyself is thy master. I praise myself. I know myself. I love myself. Through self-affirmation, self-exploration, masturbation, and evolution, I am able to become more of myself. I mean, did you ever, well, I guess, after citing the Satanic Temple's tenet that my body is inviolable, subject to one's own will alone, participants must then write your incorrect name, pronouns, and false identifiers on a sheet of paper, which must then be destroyed. Right. How about this? If you want to affirm your gender identity, if your gender identity is being a woman, why don't you just, on the satanic altar, this sounds like a Satan thing. I don't know. I'm not a Satanist, but maybe just, chop off your bits. I love thyself, shudink. And now dude is a lady. Alrighty. So, again, Oregon. Idaho might not be the haven you think it is. Just saying. Sounds like they might be a little pro lopping off. A little pro. Well, they've got at least certain people that are saying, hey, hail Satan. I mean, come on. We're sick of all of these oh, excuse me. Got to learn to swallow. How long before Amazon sells a penis lopper? I mean, you're saying they haven't yet. The brand name would be Queersenart. Anyways, but yeah, so I mean, fuck, where was I with that? I don't even remember now. Oh, I should do this though, because this is driving me a little wonky. There we go. Anyhow, so yeah, they fucking Jesus, I don't gay fucking shit. I got that stuck in my head now too. Now when you put it that way, 1 does equal 3. Yep, we did that one already. Okay, so that's our first hour stories done. I was talking about that, and I don't remember where we were going because I was coughing. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and clear up our first hour stories. And here we go. There we are there. All right, so we're going to move into our second hour stuff. I'm going to pull the audio down while we grab these stories and load them up here. Remember, if you want to contribute to the show, please do. We try to keep this thing going. And there we go. So we're going to be talking the Department of Energy. I don't know if you guys remember or aware. Baltimore or Maryland. Is that in Baltimore? I don't know. Is Baltimore in Maryland? I don't fucking know. At any rate, there was an attack in Maryland on some power stations, and so we're going to check up on that. We've got some information about who's responsible and how all that went. We've got Jordan Klepper apparently climbing back into the spotlight by attending a Trump rally and talking about a couple of the people he meets. And I'm sure he won't just pick the craziest, weirdest old people that they can find. Oh, where's my cursor?
Donald Trump is finally hitting the 2024 campaign trail.
Yep. You guys are taking a cue out of Fox's book. Your goddamn auto start shit. Okay. Ugh. Moving into the second hour of our story today. Thanks again so much, everybody, for joining us on another lovely day of bullshit. Neo-Nazi leader and Maryland woman allegedly plotted to completely destroy Baltimore, Justice Department says. So wait a minute, was the neo-Nazi leader also a woman? Or because we don't have a picture of a neo-Nazi leader. We have a picture of a woman here. Now I'm confused. Hey, call me Michaela. Thank you for the emotes and being part of the show. Really grateful for all of your support and help. 2 people charged with a conspiracy to damage energy facilities. Okay, never mind. A neo-Nazi leader and a woman. Why do we list that like that's a crime of hers? A neo-Nazi leader and a woman. I mean, is there like a culture war that we're waging against women that I don't know about? I mean, between the trans thing, I feel like those are just male infiltrators. And now we got this where it's like, it was a neo-Nazi leader and a woman. Can you believe they let her outside? They let her drink from the trough with the other animals, the heathens. She could pollute the horses. Like the Nazis would let a woman be in charge. CNN is a joke. Yeah, I don't think the woman was in charge. Again, they're showing her picture because I'm guessing we don't have his or something. Alrighty. The Justice Department has charged Brandon Clint Russell, Hawkeye? They got Clint. And Sarah Beth Clendaniel with conspiracy to damage energy facilities, alleging that the Maryland-focused plot was driven by ethnical or racially motivated extremist beliefs. So wait a minute, because you're white, you have to take out a power station? I don't get how that math works. How do you square that circle? They conspired to inflict maximum harm on the power grid. Tom Sobinski, who heads the FBI's field office in Baltimore, said during a news conference Monday, the accused were not just talking, but taking steps to fulfill their threats and further their extremist goals. The charges come as domestic violence experts have warned that attempts by extremist groups to attack power facilities are trending up. Clendaniel will make her initial appearance at Baltimore's federal courthouse at 2 p.m. ET. Russell will appear at the courthouse in Florida at 1:30 p.m. ET. I don't know why ET has anything to do with this. According to the Justice Department. You're stupid, Johnny. CNN was unable to reach the defendants or their lawyers for comment. Yeah, because fuck the government, man. They're not going to talk to you. You're the man. You're like the man-ish. Man adjacent? You're the cable news nitwit. That is what you are. In a recorded voice conversation last month, Clendaniel allegedly told the FBI source that targeting the facilities would completely destroy this whole city. She and Russell allegedly sent the source information about the facilities, and according to the charging papers, Russell sent the source a YouTube video about a recent substation attack in North Carolina. The FBI also obtained a document allegedly written by Clendaniel that authorities say resembles a manifesto. In it, she allegedly references Hitler. Of course she does. All the hits. All the Hitlers. Women can't be in charge. They lack the intelligence to do so. Michaela excluded. A female DVE. Nice story. I mean, it's heartwarming. It's just nice to see that, like, we've had men encroaching on the woman game so far. Like, I feel like it's about time that, you know, a domestic violent extremist act is kind of something we kind of bring the ladies in on, you know, because this is America. This isn't one of them foreign countries where all the men do all the domestic violence. No, this is America where women can be just as violent as the men. Just remember, ladies, if no one else believes that you can topple the government, I believe you. Go make those pipe bombs. I was kidding. These are jokes. These are jokes. Please don't cancel me, YouTube. I know how you like to do that. Oh, fuck. So these people are just dumb as shit. They just talked to the FBI the whole time. The FBI also obtained a document allegedly written by Clendaniel that authorities say resembles... Yeah, we did that. Russell, according to the charge documents, ascribes to having neo-Nazi beliefs and started his own local National Socialist group. Before allegedly conspiring to attack the Maryland power grid, authorities say he had plotted with his roommates in Florida to attack energy facilities there. That alleged plot was revealed during an investigation into the 2017 murder of two of Russell's roommates by another roommate. How much more Florida can this story get? So wait a minute. You had 3 roommates. Yeah. And 2 of them died. Yeah. They were killed by the 3rd roommate. Uh-huh. And you just were conveniently not involved. Yep. Oh, fuck. Just fucking knock twice if that sounds sus. Oh, God. Who the fuck is Homunculus? Oh, okay. There we go. Law enforcement officials at Monday's news conference described Russell as having both. The Justice Department says that Russell, allegedly under the username Homunculus had been in contact with the FBI source since at least June of last year. Homunculus allegedly made several statements to the source throughout 2022 about attacking critical infrastructure. At one point, as Homunculus and the other source discussed Mylar balloons, Homunculus allegedly said that putting holes in transformers, though, is the greatest thing that somebody can do, and he allegedly floated other ideas to the source about attacking electrical substations. Oh, wow. The final solution was discovered at the bottom of the purse. Oh, fuck. Look, I'll say this. If Hitler was a woman, Germany would have succeeded because they would have just bickered us all there. We would have... Okay, I'm being a dick for absolutely no reason. The female gender did not deserve that joke, and quite frankly, I'm not taking it back, so too bad. At one point, Homunculus, Clendanian. Okay, so they have conversations. We have conversations with these people saying they wanted to accomplish something worthwhile before she died of a terminal illness. What? So let me get this straight. The lady was dying and pissed off at the world, so she just wants to blow some shit up. I can understand that. Hey, Jim Bob, did you know you can take out a transformer by peeing on the fence? On the here fence? On this here fence? I think you mean this here fence. That's where we go. Yeah. Okay. Just gonna do this for me. I feel better now. Alrighty, so I from what I understand then with that story, just in summation, you were pissed that you have a terminal illness, so you decided to listen to a crazy neo-Nazi guy from Florida who just happened to be the one person in a 4-person apartment that wasn't involved in the double homicide. I heard those transformers are full of mineral oil and with a mod diesel engine can run off of this. Look, I heard those transformers are more than meets the eye. You may call them machines, but some would say they are robots in disguise. Not apologizing for that one either. Have terminal cancer, do a bunch of coke and orgies. I mean, that sounds like the more fun way to go. She would rather unload as opposed to take loads. Who's to argue? It's her party. Fettuccine El Poo-Poo asking Decepticons or Autobots. It depends which. When you talk about the power grid, I mean, I just want to say I want to say Autobots just so I can just do a cheap like Autobots roll out. Like I really like doing that. But are we discriminating against the Transformers? Yes, we're discriminating against the Transformers. Transformers, they used to be guys. Look, all I'm saying is, before Bumblebee got his lug nuts removed, he was like, you know, coming in the back of the pack at the end of the race. Now he gets to compete against the fembots. He's suddenly number one. Ooh, Fanatical Bucks fans got a better one, just Gay Men in Disguise. That's possibly better. I don't know. That could work. Transformers signed GoBot. There is like a transformer, which is the weird thing to me, like a transformer. Transformer. I gotta be me. You gotta be you. Stella's gotta be Stella. Unless she's a fella. Wait a minute, what? Is he a Cooper Mini? No, is a gender. Didn't we do this story? The gender neutral transformer? Here, let's non-binary transformer, I think is it. Non-binary transformer. Non-binary. Yeah. Non-binary transformer. Nightshade. Ready to watch your childhood take a shot in the nuts? Cinch up that G-string, homie. The Transformers franchise, which has always been more than meets the eye. Yep, more than meets the queer eye. Just introduced its first officially non-binary character, Nightshade. I mean, yes, let's forget the fact that they're robots, so technically they don't have to have a gender, but we get it. Now we have to make a point of them not having a gender. I get you. They make their debut at the end of the first season of the franchise of the latest TV series, Transformers Earthspark, which premiered on Paramount Plus streaming service on Friday. This story also, by the way, was from November 14th, so we've all missed this boat. According to the screen grab shared on Twitter and YouTube, Nightshade is a non-binary transformer who uses they-them pronouns. Nightshade isn't the first transformer who's a member of the Alphabet Army. It's been previously established that Anode and Lug, two characters from the IDW Transformers comics, are a transgender couple, and that Arc-C is transgender, but they're the first canonically non-binary transformer. So we've done this again to virtue signal how awesome we are.
What if, even while interacting with humans, a robot feels both male and female, or neither? But we have yet to see any robots taking up a gender-neutral pronoun like they. English has the
again, because robots don't have oh, God. Non-binary robots have ones and zeros and twos. Confusing a computer is easy if you cheat. But 0, 1 are binary. Yeah. Yeah. This is... Again, this is just... Should we just pull the plug on this one? I feel like it's... Flush it, man. What the fuck are we doing? Greetings, citizen, says Bruce Batwayne. Hey, man. ChatGPT is a Decepticon. Oh, ChatGPT is horrible for humankind. And we'll get to that later. We've got to talk about that in the third hour. ChatGPT, or is ChatGPT in overtime? ChatGPT is in overtime. So we will do ChatGPT in overtime. Which we are doing automatically because we've already locked that in. So we've got 2 hours of show left. But if we do a hype train, we do have videos because that hype train support keeps this thing moving. So that's how we do it. And we got a bunch of videos to break down and fuck around with if we do those. Does 0 mean something? Well, binary is a simple language of technically, if you want to be about it numerically, 0 is like false and 1 is positive, or it's the other way around. So just true or false is kind of the 0. And then the 0 and the 1 start existing in different, I don't know. This is why I'm not a computer. I'm too dumb to be a person. I can't even walk right, man. I haven't figured left foot, right foot, 40 damn years. Still ain't got that shit right. I'm more confused, counselor. I'd love a robot to come out here and then a trans person tries to explain to a robot what a trans person is, and then the robot then either loses his shit or just flat out blows up from the mind fuck that is the mental gymnastics you have to do to make some of that stuff work. You, my friend, are fit to be a scientist. The science is settled. Well, at least we know the science is settled. I think my cat is trans. Got him fixed. Look, here's what I know about my cat. I know my cat viciously, to this day, hates anything coming near his rectum. When they take his temperature at the vet clinic, they turn him into a feline slide whistle. Whistle goes in, like the thermometer goes in, goes up. He does not want stuff in his butt. All right? I don't know what the deal is. I don't know why. I'm afraid to ask. You know? One of those stories you ask a friend, hey, why are you so touchy about the butt? Well, something happened to me involving butt stuff, and I don't need that story, do you? I don't want that story. I don't want that story on the worst day of my life. So I don't want to know what butt stuff has happened to my cat, but I'll tell you this, he is definitely not trans. He is a male cat because without his testicles, he still viciously humps a stuffed dog in the face. Almost like angrily, like, fuck all of you, you took my balls, but I will still fuck. This one time at band camp, somebody stuck their dick in my ass. Dude, I got you when you were a month old. How long were you at band camp? Oh, fuck. Oh, Jesus. Alrighty, so let's move through this ad, and then we'll get this story going up. This is an adorable story that I love to play for anyone who says that, education is, just something that education is racist and stuff.
I've never seen a 9-year-old graduate. But that's just what 9-year-old David...
Let's be honest. Were you expecting that for the 9-year-old graduating high school? Again, explain to me how math is racist. He seems to be doing fine. Math hasn't done anything to prevent him from graduating. Test scores are racist, remember? I mean, they're not racist to this kid. Adopted. Actually, no, not adopted. But wait till you see the kicker that nobody would have expected from his family.
Balagoon has done, graduating from Reach Cyber Charter School in Harrisburg.
We're just proud that we're able to individualize his instruction.
They didn't bog me down. They also advocated for me, saying he can do this, he can do that.
David took classes remotely from his home in Bucks County. He loves science and computer programming.
His parents are white, says Fat Conan.
And I wanted to study.
All right, so you're saying his parents are white, says Fat Conan? All right.
Black holes and supernova.
Well, I mean, if you want to study black holes, his dad is in his 60s. Both his parents seem kind of old. I'm going to be honest. Both his parents seem kind of old.
David's parents have advanced degrees, but raising a young son with extraordinary intellectual gifts is challenging.
I had to get outside of the box. Playing pillow fights when you're not supposed to, throwing the balls in the house. Like, he's a 9-year-old with a brain that's just have the capacity to understand and comprehend a lot of concept that's beyond his years and sometimes beyond my understanding.
A member of Mensa, David
credits... So you're already saying that your kid's smarter than you shit? He has a father, says Saint Aran. There you go. We got that one. Saint Aran noticed it. I mean, I'm sorry, but if what I always hear about the education system and the instilled systematic racism, I feel like this kid should never have gotten to where it's almost like maybe that's not quite true. And
a number of favorite teachers.
Outliers point that out more than others.
He taught them a thing or two in just the few years it took him to get through the 12th grade.
David was an inspirational kid, definitely one who changes the way you think about teaching.
After completing a semester at Bucks County Community
Changes
College,
the way you think about teaching? I really thought I'd have a few years to really work on that gender rearrangement plan, and he was really he was here 1 minute, gone the next. I didn't even get the words, gender fluidity out of my mouth before Mom went for Newports. Dude, Mom and Dad were both there. That's the point. None of them went for Newports. Probably still a virgin. I mean, possibly Fanatical Bucks fan. We'll never know. I think Lady in Red here kind of wants to plow him. But I'm saying overall, that, you know, that's got to be the most difficult thing for his teachers. Is like, oh, crap, I've only got a very, very finite window of convince you to chop off your dick time. Worst of all is you can do this work better than I can, so every time I put the problem up, you give me the solution, and I'm like, shit, god damn it, now what am I supposed to do? I need you to struggle so I can be like, maybe it's because you have a penis, and you shouldn't. Anyways. Sorry, just making fun of the sad fact that schools are apparently more concerned with changing your children's gender than teaching them general education. Fucking
universities across the country to try to find one that's just the right fit.
Am I going to throw my 9-year-old into Harvard while I'm living in PA? No.
Another tough question on this.
I didn't hear his voice again. Hold on. I need that. What was that? What was that, sir?
Harvard while I'm living in PA? No.
Another tough question on this unique journey. But so far, David and those around him have come up with the right answers.
See scenes of devastation unfolding right now in Turkey and
So far,
Syria.
David and those around him have come up with the right answers, which those of us on the more liberal side of the aisle will admit, not something we expect out of you people. Get it? It's funny because normally they can't answer questions because, you know, they came up with the right answers. That doesn't happen for them a lot. You do hear yourself, right? Like, you hear how very insulting that is. Saying around 2 + 2 = shut up. You want to be a girl, young man. Every teacher just approaches their students just whispering Elvis in their ear. Girl, no, 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 you'll be a woman soon. Alrighty. So we're moving right along. Our next segment that we've got today. I used to be a huge fan of The Daily Show. I'm not going to lie. Still a fan of Jon Stewart. I've been watching his show on YouTube, and I find it enjoyable. But at any rate, Jordan Klepper, is he still part of The Daily Show? I mean, I didn't keep up with it with Trevor Noah. Was Klepper still on there with Trevor Noah? Because that's got to suck. You came in way before Trevor Noah, and he just went right over you to the top of the line. And I guess, I don't know, have they even given him the chair at all since all of that went down? At any rate, so to stay in the news media, I guess CNN needed a correspondent, and Jordan Klepper needed a gig. And the two of them said, let's work together to just get... Now, I'd like to point out, I'm pretty sure these people are completely true. I don't think these are fake people. Oh, they put those together to make Trump look bad. No. I think these are real Trump fans. But I also think that much like a Jay Leno on the street bit, they cut out all the Trump fans that had anything close to a reasonable point to make. Because why do that when you have these amazing cringe bats?
Called a, quote, intimate event in South Carolina. But The Daily Show's Jordan Klepper spoke to some of the people waiting to get in, including these two women who insist Trump is still in charge of the U.S. military. Yes, I said that. You heard that correctly, that Trump is still in charge of the U.S. military, or at least one of them, anyway.
Wait a minute, what?
The military were put in charge in 2018 when President Trump signed an executive order.
The American military arms that are going to Ukraine, we have Donald Trump to thank for that?
No.
That's
too military.
Balls Deep saying government in exile, not confusing. I mean, I don't know. The mental gymnastics here are a little interesting because apparently Trump's in control of the military until he points out the first thing that they don't like about what we're doing with our military and stuff. And Who are these hotties? Fat Conan, these are single and available. And they're looking for a good burst deep dicking, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean? Let's put it this way. There is only one gent that they look to have betwixt their nethers, and let's just say he goes with the shirt. I'm sorry. That felt dirty.
Trump signed an executive order.
The American military arms that are going.
Oh, imagine the things they have seen. Oh, God. I saw that comment out of the corner of my eye, and imagine the things those thighs have seen. Why would you say that? I'm talking big old sweaty balls during the fucking Great Depression. I'm just like... That's right. Gam was getting chummed by uncircumcised dick back during the Dust Bowl. Fucking Jesus. Oh, Jordan Klepper trying so hard to look cool. Still not working, buddy.
Going to Ukraine. We have Donald Trump to thank for that.
No.
That's
two militaries.
There's two militaries.
There's a good and a bad.
So there's two militaries. Donald Trump's in charge of the good one.
Yes.
Biden's in charge of the bad military?
That's exactly right.
Again, that's edited, so I can't be sure that that's exactly how that goes. Over the mounds and through the tunnel to grandmother's cervix we go. Oh, that's just, no, oh, shit. That just, don't do that. That's, I had food earlier, and I'd like to keep it, okay? That just... Oh, fuck. Full of porridge and cottage cheese. Oh! MAGA! Make America grandma again? MAGA, make grandma orgasm again. MGOA. Milking amazing grandmas again. Oh. Afterwards, take a butterscotch. You did such a fine job sucking my clit. Would you like a Werther's? Oh, that's it, young Jordan. If you could hit my G-spot and deliver me a newspaper, I'd slip you a nickel. I don't think that doesn't go as far as it used to anymore, Grandma. I don't think you're aware of this, but Jordan's interviewing him. So you very much like Trump. Why do you like Trump? I just love a man who's willing to grab me by the pussy. I gotta say, I've been through several wars and a couple of hard lovers, if you know what I mean. Grab me by the cunt. Let me know you mean business. I mean, no, but okay. You split her like it's 1949. Oh. Look, Grandma, I don't want to paint too vibrant a picture here, but I want to raid you like it's fucking December 7th. I'm going to bomb your Pearl Harbor and leave you nothing but a necklace. Hey, why is this thing... Why do I have blips? Chat highlight settings. What? I have things I have to play with. I don't know what these are. Chat settings. We have so many settings. Grandma, I want to D-Day you. They just know Joe can't get it up. I mean, look. We all know that. Hey, I don't blame anyone for supporting Donald Trump, especially after the way the last 3 years have gone. I mean, look, he made the vaccine thing. I'm not thrilled about that. He's done a lot of shit that hasn't been so great. But when you look at where everything else is just since he left, I got to think maybe him just being there at least kept things stagnant and it was boring. And you know what I've realized? Boring was fucking good. Boring is good. You know what was not boring with Trump? What was not boring with Trump was the spicy tweets. And you know how I dealt with them? I didn't look at Twitter. It wasn't even a Trump thing. I just don't ever look at Twitter because I'm stupid. I have it. I never use it. All right? Treat your cervix like Normandy and rush into the sand and then bottle it and sell it like it's fucking, you know, like it's Tom Brady's. We will fight them on the shores and on the beaches. We will knock the dust off this pussy. And they will say, never have so few come so hard for so little. Orgasms. Alrighty. So we're moving through the show. I'm kind of dragging a bit, so we got to get moving. If we get a hype train going, we'll have to end up picking and choosing stories at this point. We might not get through all of them. We are going overtime either way because, again, we are a little super supported right now. So we're just having a fun day, doing a fun show. And if you want to throw anything in for that, I appreciate it. Alrighty, so Jordan, do we want to finish with you, Jordan? Do you got anything? Churchill, your Germany gas box. Do you? I don't. Okay, we're going to go back to Jordan Klepper pretty quick here. It's going to sound like I'm playing this clip now.
Two militaries. Where does this rank in terms of the more bizarre moments you've encountered at Trump events?
You know, it's up there. Although, you know, we've brought people back from the dead. There's been body doubles out there on the road. So two militaries, it's definitely creative, but we haven't summoned people back from death. So, progress?
Maybe so. And what was it like? I mean, when you were there, you know, Trump is talking about these smaller gatherings as if it's a plus. You know, we know Trump and how he likes large crowd sizes. And
we know how he also loves attention. Good thing you're not playing that game, am I right? Good thing you're not talking about him all the time and having other people that used to do. Good thing you're letting Trump go, am I right?
We don't need to go down that road, but what is your sense of how his campaign is shaping up so far?
Well, it was interesting. You know, if you were expecting a spectacle, you weren't getting it there. And so it was confusing. There were people who came assuming it was a rally. Other folks called it a rally. Other folks called it an intimate event. There was definitely MAGA people who were disappointed that it wasn't this big, giant event. Some people thought it was a re-election kickoff, some a reinstatement kickoff.
Why is Biden listed as president in various places?
Sale.
It's weird.
So there's confusion in the air, which should be expected with a Trump campaign. I think overall...
Oh, bullshit. Like, confusion in the air can't be expected with the Biden White House. I got like 3 stories about him that we did, or that we're going to do. My apologies. We did one already, I think, but we've got one with the whole Chinese like drone thing. What is it? America's Presidents SIED. What is this? America's Presidents. I don't know what this is, and I'm not going on there. Why is Biden listed as president in various places? It's weird. I don't know what you're talking about with that. That was just a site to look at presidents. Look for Biden. I don't want to look for Biden. I got a show to do right now. This isn't the... Isn't. Damn typo. Yeah, I don't know where we're at there. That Klepper is kind of dude that always uses the words blasted and slammed when commenting on a boring-ass political debate. Look, I like Jordan Klepper and the old, like the old Jon Stewart crew for The Daily Show. But I will say this, like, you notice we only heard from the grandmas. You notice they said this was a smaller thing and people thought it would be a bigger thing. By his own admission, There just isn't anything. Look, Trump was a phenomenon the first time around, and as most phenomena, Stewart is the man. Stewart was the man. I like Stewart still, and I watch him on YouTube, but he's definitely not on the old speed that he used to be. Nagusuka, hello. You're saying, yo, Johnny, I think I suck at reading things. EmilyPostNews.com, Donald Trump is still president. I mean, you're really hard on this one, man. Oh, anyways. So as I was saying, hard on. Well, he keeps pushing on the whole the Trump thing. Like, apparently Biden isn't president or Trump is still president. I don't know. It's on a website. I mean, because regardless of whether or not that's true, we can all agree if he's not listed as the president on the website, then he's not actually the president. I mean, he was sworn into office, but according to JoeBlow.edu, it just says let's go Brandon, and I don't understand it. I don't understand why. And until the world makes sense, we're stopping the bus, and we're not going anywhere until an adult shows up to run things. That's what we're gonna do. Much like much like Biden in the White House, I'm just gonna sit here, shit my pants, and wait for an adult. I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message. Alrighty. So, thank you, Fat Conan, for the 250 channel points. So that was Jordan Klepper. Again, we'll keep moving along here. We're getting a little bogged down, and we got to catch up.
Hyundai Elantra versus Toyota Corolla.
Go fuck yourself. I don't want to watch your stupid commercial. Alrighty, former Arizona swimmer Ty Wells, cause of death revealed. Now, some of you guys might think that there's some weird thing going on. I don't know where you would get that idea. Just because of the 23-year-old that we're talking about here who died on January 7th. Because, 23-year-old swimmers die all the time. And details surrounding the death of former Arizona Wildcats swimmer Ty Wells were released Friday. And Toastmaster calling it a coincidence. It might be. Abe Lincoln said everything you see on the internet is true. He did say that, but I mean, can we trust him? He was a vampire hunter. Alrighty. Anyhow, Wells, 23, died of natural causes, secondary to a disseminated streptococcal bacterial infection following a protracted upper respiratory tract infection, the Prima County Medical. I mean, come on! It almost sounds like COVID got him on this one. It almost sounds like COVID got him, but then everyone's like, but wasn't he vaccinated? Why wouldn't that work? Like, it's just, that's as sad as Hamlin from the Bills dying. Hamlin's not dead. Damar Hamlin didn't die. We did that whole video thing, and they can't fake those unless you're telling me they somehow have the technology to deep fake a video. That's a whole chain reaction of not normal, says Toastmaster. I mean, kind of. You're not wrong. You are not wrong, sir. Wells died on January 27th. Authorities say the results came from a post-mortem examination with subsequent laboratory testing. Strep throat is usually treatable, but other forms of streptococcal bacterial infections could be more severe, according to the Arizona Daily Star. Arizona Athletic Director Dave Heckey lauded Wells in his weekly Wednesday newsletter. Ty was a decorated swimmer, dedicated student, and outstanding leader who was a member of our Student Athlete Advisory Committee, or SAC. and was passionate about sack. And he wanted to serve sack. In fact, he said, anything I do to keep my hand on the sack. You know what I mean? Some would say he hogged the sack. Some would say he loved his sack too much. But I say, can you ever love your sack enough is really the question. Spend some time with your sack and you'll understand. Alrighty, so thank you, Whistling Diesel, for the Shart and the 250 channel points. Sacks against COVID. I mean, exactly. That's what we need. We got to stop this COVID in its tracks. All right, so was passionate about serving the community, he wrote. He was also known for his smile that would light up a room and was a compassionate wildcat who cared for all of his teammates as well as student athletes from all our programs. Ty earned his college degree in May and was very proud to represent the University of Arizona as a Wildcat. We are grateful for his impact in the lives of countless members of the Arizona Wildcat community. Again, doesn't sound weird at all. Just completely natural causes with a secondary thing of, streptococcal, whatever. I know where you can get a scrotum jacuzzi. Who wants a scrotum jacuzzi? I mean, wouldn't that just be a tea set? You got to bring the tea bag, you know? I mean, I'm just saying I know stuff. Yeah, you know some weird shit, man. I'd hate to be your Google shop history, you know what I mean? Like, the things you have purchased. Plus, again, scrotal jacuzzi. So what? It's a cup of hot water with your balls in it? What are we doing? I just delivered a lady a cup of hot water with my balls in it. Feel free to quote that movie. Or tell me what movie I quoted. I mean, better than a scrotum sauna. I mean, ever since I saw Tucker Carlson sunning his balls with a UV light, I thought, you know what I need? I need UV rays on my nuts. That's what I need. I need taint tanning. Taint tanning is where it's at. Don't forget about the bubbles. Not a jacuzzi without bubbles. Yeah, but if it's a fucking jacuzzi for your balls, the bubbles probably have jizz. It's just, stop blowing bubbles. I mean, sure, his dick loves it. You need butthole bleach. Oh, butthole bleach. That sounds horrible. I like my buttholes dark, so I know they're dirty. Look, if I wanted a clean woman, I wouldn't be taking the back door. If I gave a shit about sanitation, I wouldn't be sticking it in the turd cutter, okay? I feel like cleanliness, who needs that? I'm interested in a long-end Cleveland steamer. Oh, fuck. All right, so he earned his bachelor's degree. We covered that. What was it? Oh, wait. He earned his bachelor's degree in health and science and psychology. Did a lot of good for him. Did a lot of good for him. Alrighty. So, and I might have to reload this because I think that is how, yeah, it is. Oh, dear God. From the director of Knives Out. I have a feeling that this is this the same thing I'm thinking it is? Yep, nope, never mind. That chick is everywhere since frickin' Orange is the New Black. You can't get away from her. Alrighty, it's called perineal tanning. Also, the scrotum jacuzzi was a form of male birth control. Well, I mean, if you've got to boil your nuts, man, shrinkage is a major psychological barrier in men. Of course, he was practicing psychology. I don't know if that's I don't get I don't know. Loading. Error. 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 Hey, can we finish this ad so we can play this? Yeah, alrighty. No, I don't know that we want to do that one. We wanted to do this one. You guys have heard about this, but China is accusing the U.S. of indiscriminately using force as military searches for balloon remnants. This one is from over the Atlantic Ocean. Apparently China's like, you guys are just indiscriminately shooting down our spy balloons, you dicks. I was in the pool. The water was cold. You know the turtle doesn't swim in cold water. He only goes upstream when it's warm and moist. Just Ouchtown population you. Why would you jacuzzi
Chinese
your balls?
spy balloon that floated over the United States for days. NBC's senior White House correspondent Kelly O'Donnell has the latest. Kelly, good morning.
Good morning, Willie. The military recovery mission continues off the South Carolina coast to find and retrieve whatever is left of the Chinese surveillance balloon and its equipment, and then try to determine more about what China was trying to do secretly over the U.S.
And the part that I love about this is like, these guys are so mean. Fanatical Bucks fan saying ball jacuzzi better than a condom. I mean, how do you know that? And how long does that work? Like what? You got to do you got to maintain it? Like do you got to dip your nuts before you fuck? Like how does this go? I'm curious now. What exactly, what are the steps in, how shall we say, testicular, no, because testicular castration, does that sound? I don't know. Ball jacuzzi sounds too ritzy for me. I don't like ball jacuzzi, but I will accept. How about boiling cock block? I don't know how the boiling cock block works.
The White House is emphasizing Saturday's shoot-down operation was deliberate, lawful, and patient. President Biden, who would face Republican criticism.
Yeah, it was very, very patient. It took days to get that one. What'd you do? Make the bullet by hand? Joburg is saying, do hot tubs count? I'm in mine nightly. Well, I don't know. Is your wife pregnant? Because I've been coming in your hot tub nightly. Breaking news from China says the United States has suffered major blows to their psychological being from Montana all the way to South Carolina. Testicular seed control. TSC. That's beautiful. Testicular seed control. So, wait a minute. Now, if you boil your balls, do you still nut, but now it's just it's cooked over and it's just God, that would be... It's just like the white of an egg, like a cooked egg white just coming out of your dick? Men can prevent pregnancy by giving their testicles a bath. Well, I mean, not only can you prevent pregnancy, she'll be grateful. Wash your balls. Testicle bath wins Dyson Award as innovative birth control for men. What? Okay, I thought that said Costco. Whew. Whew. I swore that picture said Costco. But that looks like Germany's Rebecca Weiss captured top prize at Germany's coveted Dyson Awards for an unconventional form of contraception that uses a testicle bath to prevent pregnancies. Yes, please. It's a sperm-stopping sauna for the scrotum. An enterprising German scientist captured top prize at Germany's coveted Dyson Awards as an unconventional form of contraception that uses a testicle bath to prevent pregnancies. I decided to explore the development of a new contraceptive approach for men, Rebecca Weiss, an industrial design graduate from the University of Munich, told Dyson Awards. Yeah, and she's also thirsty for that dick. An industrial design graduate from the University of Munich, Dyson told the awards of her male morning after pill, which she reportedly unveiled for her master thesis. I mean, master something. Entitled COSO, the Apple-esque device is described on the site as an ultrasound-based, reversible, and hormone-free male contraceptive device for home use. To use this baby-blocking bidget, the bather simply adds water up to the indicated mark, which is set together with a doctor according to the individual testicle size. After heating the water up to the requisite temperature, the man then spreads his legs and sits down to place his testicles in the device. So again, it's literally just a cup of hot water with your balls in it. Or as one scientist described it, you teabag your way to temporary infertility. I mean, he's not wrong. You're definitely sticking something in somewhere. See, how is this not better than a condom? Look, don't get me wrong. I like raw dogging it as much as the next guy. I have the kid to prove it. But when it comes to, like, I don't know, I got to really trust you to not use a condom because now I'm hoping you're not going to get shit on my dick, so to speak. So, yeah, I mean, sounds like Chinese misinformation. I don't know. Is it, though? At this point, anything to stop having kids. Just. Oh, my God. We got to go back. Status display, water level mark, water for ultrasound wave transmission, battery, microcontroller, ultrasound module, and LED strip. So this looks super easy to make. Apparently, you can just make one of these your own at home and dunk your own balls. The COSO must be used for the first time under the doctor's supervision and takes 2 weeks to work, after which it needs to be employed every couple of months to work. While the efficacy was not included in research about it. So wait a minute. You're telling me you're coming to market with the ball jacuzzi saying it's going to take away people's ability to have kids, but you haven't tested the efficacy? Sounds like something else I heard of before. Let me guess. You may not have checked the efficacy, but did you check what it does with, like, I don't know, increased lining in the heart? Like, I'm just saying. There's a trend lately where scientists pitch things on us and they say it's great for, you know, A, B, and C. And they're like, but we didn't test the efficacy. I'm like, well, then how do you know it's great? And they're like, shut up and buy it. But I suppose, what's the downside? Like, all right, so you had kids, but at least you got some really clean, soft, smooth balls. I bet your wife couldn't stop touching them, you know? Like, oh, man. I mean, I know we're going to F because he boiled his balls, but they feel so good. And it's like fresh leather. I just want to rub it. Like, it's like a Shar-Pei that you could pet for hours. Just gonna gingerly grab his ball bag because he washes it every day. Like, I feel like that's really what we should just be, just from a general sense of hygiene. Guys, wash your balls. All right? Wash your balls. And that's a little scary. The first time you need to use it under doctor supervision. Well, then how am I going to come after that? Because now if I did it in front of him, I got to up the ante, not take it down a notch. You know, you can't just... Oh, my God. So there you go. I can't not see Costco. I keep seeing Costco on this. If I was governor, I'd put these testicle jacuzzis in every school bathroom in the country. Even the ladies. I know we're boiling balls, but do you think that maybe just because of proximity, eventually it'll be hot dog flavored water? Oh, sorry. Again, for the first time, it must be used under a doctor's supervision. It's going to be so weird if he's watching me beat off. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't know about you guys, but I don't wash my nuts unless I have at least one hand on my dick. Because if I'm cleaning my balls and not one hand is on my dick, that motherfucker's going to get loose and terrorize everybody. I do it for you. It's to protect all of you. Alrighty. As the genital jacuzzi effects only last a maximum of 6 months, it won't permanently prevent men from becoming fathers. COSO offers a user-friendly contraceptive approach that is easy to use without any kind of physical intervention, pain, or previously known side effects.
Fuck off.
I mean, we haven't been ultrasounding our balls for decades, so who knows? Thank you for the 750 channel points. And now we get to the heart of the matter. Of course, the contraceptive wizard reportedly came up with the idea after she was diagnosed with cancer precursor cervix due to contraception with the pill, per the site. So wait a minute. She was using the pill and it gave her cancer? Damn. When my partner and I were looking for an alternative method, we became aware of the lack of male contraceptives, she added. Indeed, while multiple birth control methods exist for women, such as IUDs and infertility implants, contraceptives for male partners remain limited. Well, I mean, there's always, stick your dick in the nylon, or the fucking condom, boiling baby batter. I mean, but that's my point. Wouldn't it have to come out as a pancake at that point, or a cake, or whatever? Imagine the mongoloid that survives the ultrasonic nut dip. Yeah, that's another thing. We don't know how. She said she didn't test the efficacy of this. What if you just have now just like the bottom rung survivor baby? So basically just stick your man's balls in a cup of almost boiling water before you guys have sex. Well, I feel like that might end the mood rather quickly. Or pick it up. I guess it depends on the guy. But this was supposedly, again, this is something you're supposed to do under doctor supervision first. So I guess see a mental health professional or physical health professional. Look, you just got to walk up to your doctor and be like, all right, how do I boil my balls? That's all right, so do you have any questions or health concerns on your visit today? Yeah, I'm really looking into boiling my balls, but I don't know the ins and outs of it, Doc. What do I got to do? How hard do I got to float my nuts? Are we talking like hard-boiled egg? Over easy? What are we looking at here? So, like, do I sink my nuts into the pot? 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi done? Or, like, do I got to towel them off right away, or can we air cool? Might feel nice. You know what I'm saying? Just at that point, it might be a good idea just to towel off the balls. This company is trying to make future Democrats read between the lines. How do we make future Democrats out of... One, it's in Germany, so I can't put anything past them. I have no idea. I don't know. What lines do I need to read between... the design process. Here's a scary one. The magical journey towards the ball cup. Alrighty. But don't flush away your morning after pill just yet, ladies. Progress on COSO has been slow, which experts attribute to a reluctancy by pharmaceutical companies to invest in male birth control. And while studies support COSO's efficacy, getting men to attend multiple contraceptive appointments could prove a challenge. Yeah, you need something that I can boil my balls on my own time. You know what I mean? Like a self-steaming ball kit. You know what I mean? Like I just could we put it on the toilet? Don't make me explain it. Explain what? I don't know what you're talking about. How they're trying to make Democrats. They're just saying boil your balls. I don't feel like that gives you a political leaning. Like, oh, yeah, all Republicans don't survive a nut boil. Everyone know conservative seamen can't survive in a temperature of over 35 degrees Celsius. I did just shoot out a totally random temperature, so before someone tells me that my temperature is completely whatever for whatever reason, I fucking know. Ain't nobody got time for multiple appointments. I know, right? Like, hey doc, I'm back to dunk my balls again. Just Target is winning. I have to park at the back of the lot to walk in to get my shit. These fuckers just park closer than the handicap people and never have to leave their Twitter/FB realm. Someone delivers their shit to them in their soccer mom vehicles. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. That's not fair. You should punch them. I'm kidding. Kidding. Not advocating violence. I'm kidding. It was a joke. It was a joke. Anyways, the next step is putting COSO through its clinical testing phase so it can finally be made available to the public or to the public. Again, why clinical testing phase? Can we get some testing done on this? Like, does the ball cup work? I mean, we weren't even planning fucking scrote jacuzzi today. I'm going to be honest. That one was, I don't care. I always park in the back now. I don't want to participate in society. Yeah, I park in the back just because it's easier to smoke weed there. But yeah, I get you, man. I'm right there with you. Fuck society. Speaking of shopping, not so much parking. Order for pickup, or we walk. It's the way it is. That's just the way it is. Some things will never change. Alrighty, so you guys wonder how things are going with the economy and everything. We had this whole year or two off. I'm sure a lot of people paid off all their debts with all that money they raked in when they were sitting at home. Credit card debt in the U.S. has jumped 18.5% in a year, nearing $1 trillion. We did it. We're spending our way further into a hole. If you're wondering how your friends can still afford to have all the luxuries they were indulging in before the Biden presidency, here's your 3-word answer: credit card debt. Oh. For most Americans, inflation and rising interest rates are a 1-2 punch. On the heels of another rate hike this week by the Federal Reserve, credit card annual percentage rates are already near 20% on average and set to climb even higher. At the same time, more consumers are leaning on credit to afford increasingly expensive necessities like food and rent. That helped to propel... Thank you, voice, for being shitty. That helped to propel credit card debt to a record $930.6 billion at the end of 2022, an 18.5% spike from a year earlier, according to the latest quarterly report by TransUnion. That is a huge spike in 12 months. The average balance rose from $5,805 over that same period, TransUnion found. At nearly 20%, if you made minimum payments towards this average credit card balance, it would take you more than 17 years to pay off the debt and cost you more than $8,213 in interest, according to the calculated rate. Whether it's shopping for a new car or buying eggs in the grocery store, consumers continue to be impacted in ways big and small by both high inflation and interest rate hikes. Yeah, so it's kind of like the economy's fucked. Hey, but I'm sure a lot of those I want to be paid to stay at home people, sure they didn't put it on the card and they won't regret it at all. I'm sure that won't happen. I'm sure none of this credit card debt could be traced back to actions we took that we shouldn't have a while ago. Just a coincidence. Another one of those shocking coincidences. I need to get some of that noticinol shit, man. It's getting hard to sleep. I can't sleep because I keep noticing things. I am burdened with an abundance of noticing. Alrighty, so did we do that? Did we finish the... Yeah, we did the Chinese balloon story. We don't need to do that anymore. So that's the end of our second hour stories. We've got 1 hour left in the show. To be fair, military aid isn't straight on military. It's the financial side. I didn't understand any of that. I'm sorry, I didn't look at that. I should have had that down here. I got to move this screen down here because the multi-stream screen thing doesn't... I can't wait to figure out how we're doing this when we have, you know, the Rumble added in. Figure out how we get that. Anyways, at least the mean tweets are gone. Exactly, right? At least President Cheeto's out and everything is super hunky-dory. It's just super high credit. Good luck affording gas. Oh, and by the way, I hope you don't enjoy eggs. No reason. No reason. Alrighty. So for our third hour stories, we have a whole bunch of fun. There we go. And we do also have the hype train stuff. If we ever do any of that, we've got those videos as well. Okay, so we've got a poll from AP. Holy crap, that was like an hour ago. What was like an hour ago? I didn't understand any of that. Oh yeah, that's because this. Still getting used to having to check 2 chat windows now. I'm going to have to check 3 soon, so hooray for me, you know? Who doesn't love extra work? I suppose I could do... Yeah, we'll figure out how we do it. At least, yeah, we got that. We got all of that. I am just being shitty. We're going to pull the audio down while we pull these stories up. We got one from AP. Oh, my effing legs won't behave today. We've got one from AP. I'm tempted to make a Twitter... but I don't have a check mark, so I'll be gone in 60 seconds like Nick Cage. I don't know why do you have to have a check mark or you're gone in 60 seconds? I don't understand how that works. I don't understand how that works. I don't know. That sounds right, I think. Alrighty, so we've got a story from AP about the Democrats talking about Biden running for another term. We've got a story about a neighborhood that is not happy with the situation. It's in California, and let's just say opinions are had about what's going on in the neighborhood. We've got a lady who is an Instagram model having a medical emergency, and that story is going to be fun to talk about. We've got the fact that, according to sources, Biden didn't care about the China spy flight over the U.S. until Americans found out. And so, you know, all this stuff before, well, they're looking into it. They wanted to be very, very careful. Well, apparently, from what we're hearing, he just didn't give a shit. Like, they got a balloon. Who gives a fuck? Alrighty. Hospital in Arizona is on the brink of closing down. Wait until you hear why. And then one of the big things that I really want to talk about here today, Stefon Diggs and what he did before his catch attempt. I feel like this dude, I don't know what the story is. I don't know how this, but if there isn't an explanation, somebody might get canceled. This one was bad. Like, it wasn't bad, but it was bad at the same time. I mean, I've seen some shit in my day, and we've got like another hour left to show, so we're gonna, a little bit more than an hour and 10 minutes or so. We're gonna rock through all of that, and thank you for hanging out, and then we'll sign it off. If you want to do any support, you have all the options at you. Here we go, sweet chariot. So Biden in 2024, most Democrats are saying no thank you. This is to an AP NORC poll. I don't think we really need to have that. I can just read this for you. Alrighty, so a majority of Democrats now think one term is plenty for President Joe Biden. Some of us thought one term might have been a bit generous. But you do you. I mean, that's where it's at. He took a knee and got pink eye. I mean, yeah, he did. He took a knee looking into a pink eye. But we'll get that in a minute. Again, it was to protest police violence. It was for a good cause. No Trump or Pence, no Biden or Kamala. I would completely agree, Toastmaster. I would completely agree. I'm not too worried about Trump, honestly. I'm not too worried about Trump. But Biden seems like the guy who's too, I said I'm going to run and damn it, I'm going to do it. Like, yeah, but we'd prefer that you didn't. Well, too fucking bad. Just Alrighty, so that's according to a new poll from the Associated Press NORC Center for Public Affairs. Research that shows just 37% of Democrats say they want him to seek a second term, down from 52% in the weeks before last year's midterm elections. Yes, because if they said that before the midterm elections, it would have looked bad for them. The Democrats wanted to put on a strong, brave face. They went, yeah, I believe in Uncle Joe. I mean, let's be honest. AOC's always talking about how she's worried about, violent assault from the people on the right. Isn't she ever worried that, she's going to walk into the White House one day and Joe's going to forget that that's not his niece and he's not allowed to do that? That's what primaries are for, says Toastmaster. I mean, Trump has not been an American hero. Grumpy Jones. Oh, that's just fun. Look, I literally was saying I wish we had Trump instead of Biden and stuff like that. I'm not, but I mean, American hero. Oh, clean this mess up. I mean, he should clean this mess up. He should be the one to come out and face any backlash we have with any sort of coincidences that are going on, because he started those coincidences. They were his thing. Chinese weather balloon carried explosives to self-detonate. Yeah, after it floated over the whole country, it just blew itself up. I mean, I would believe that. After all, it's not like Biden wanted to do anything about it. But yeah, so fewer Dems want Biden to run again. And again, it's not fewer Dems. It's fewer Dems that are willing to admit it. Operation Derp Speed. There is a very good reason the NAACP was giving kudos to Trump in the 80s. Good man. Opinions. We all have them. They're like assholes. They're everywhere. Most of them stink. Alrighty, so there we go. That's done. That story's out. This next one, for anyone that is curious. Suspected prostitution ring moves into a California neighborhood outside a Catholic school. The pimp is blocking my driveway, says one of the complaints. Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is bad. I mean, you're just trying to go to Catholic school, and all you have is just a bunch of immoral people sitting there. All right, let's go for this story here. An Oakland, California community is shocked after repeatedly seeing groups of suspected prostitutes and human trafficking victims reportedly soliciting outside a Catholic grade school. Well, I mean, of course they are. They can't do that. They can't do it inside the school. That's where we're whoring out the children to religion. That's the way. The pimp inside is Jesus. That's how that goes. I get the call saying, Mr. Gallo, I can't get into my home because the pimp is blocking my driveway. Oakland City Councilman Noel Gallo told ABC7 of the weekly calls he receives from residents in East Oakland. It's constant. The police department is beefing up patrols outside the K-8 St. Anthony Catholic School after parents and school leaders sounded the alarm on the young, scantily clad women and girls they see walking near East 15th Street in Oakland. They're just trying to teach you about biology. It's every day during all periods of the day, local mother Rosa Vargas told the outlet. Vargas said the women are typically wearing skimpy outfits, even sometimes naked, and often standing right in front of the gate of the school. Pimps have even followed Vargas down the street on a couple of occasions, she said. Why? Why? She's a mom. What, are you hoping to turn her? Oh. Jesus Christ. Nearby International Boulevard has long been plagued with prostitution and other crimes, but construction on the East 12th Street has pushed the prostitutes into residential neighborhoods. See, now it's a problem. They're bothering the mom and pop shops. There we go. No Morio. Off topic, how's Humpty doing? The base is providing an ample bitch to come apart, but once we get that part apart, I'm hopefully looking good. We're gonna see some more tonight, because we're finally It's looking like we're gonna be able to fix it. I don't know. There's one nut. If I could get one nut off. So I mean, cautiously optimistic. That's where we're cautiously optimistic. I'm gonna have a 3-day weekend, I believe, this week. I don't think I have a show next Monday in the morning on the Steel Toe Show. So I think with that whole weekend, hopefully, unless I have to completely replace a lot of shit. Oh, suppose we could just, like, I don't know, bolt the thing to the fucking stand. Let's just bolt it to this and just call it good. I'm gonna stick a pole up my ass, and there we go. And just seen one go up for $7,000 on Pawn Stars. They're not cheap, man. They're not cheap, which is why it's not easy to replace that chair. Alrighty. Some of the girls are only 15, 16-year-olds, set off concerns of human trafficking. We've seen up to 20 women walking up and down this street, Gallo said. Young girls. Alrighty. Rodney Pierre Anton, who oversees a network of local Catholic elementary schools, including St. Anthony, said police are left in a tough spot to take care of the situation, citing a recently enacted bill that prohibits officers from arresting people on suspicion of prostitution. Because, you know, human traffickers stop beating and abusing women if the women are allowed to do it. Look, I mean, suspicion of prostitution. She's blown 3 dudes and she's dressed like a hoe. I mean, come on, we know what's going on here. Local police have sounded off that the bill prevents them from rescuing young girls who have been trafficked. Again, why does this bill exist? That is absolutely dead wrong. SB 357 has been in effect for 30 days. The problem has been around a lot longer, so I think it's a cop-out, frankly, for the police to say this law, which is brand new, is preventing them from doing anything, Weiner told ABC7 when asked about... Well, of course, they asked Weiner, Scott Weiner. Weiner told Fox News on Monday that he's just looking for a hoe. The situation playing out in Oakland is unacceptable, but that it is not the result of SB 357. It might not be the result of it, but SB 357 certainly isn't going to help you now, that's for sure. You are fucked. Well, not fucked. Well, I mean, if you can afford it, you could be. You could be. Alrighty, so let's drop that one there. So yeah, it turns out that when you kind of erode the borders a little bit of society and say, hey, how about we let all this stuff go on, like, then they kind of just keep going. What did you think? Like, oh, we're going to fix the streets, so obviously the pimps and hookers will just pick up and wait a week, you know, while we do all this road construction. They'll just wait. As will the Johns. You know what blue-balled men love to do? Hold on to that load until it's convenient. There you go. Just carry that around in your nuts for an extra week. And the prostitute shouted, Lord cometh on my tits. I have seen the Lord, and the Lord is a beautiful big-titted woman named Patrice. Alrighty. So yeah, I had to say come on my tees. The come on my tees part is a little funny because of the next story that we have. So it's a little difficult. I'm gonna be honest. The come on my titties, because as we were talking about earlier today, some women have found it to be of enjoyment for them to have very, very large breasts. Sometimes these are not achieved naturally, and that doesn't always work out well, which is why we get stories like the one that we're about to do for you now. There we go. Oh, Jesus. Instagram model's massive 38J breast implant bursts. Yeah. Look, the market can only bear so much, and it finally popped. All right? You can't... Oh. Would you, fellas? Would you? I mean, she's got a lip that looks like an inflatable F-doll. I mean, I'm sorry, but those are not natural lips. You paid for that, and that is grotesque. I know a nylon woman who has the exact same facial expression. Because a flat is always inconvenient. Alrighty, oh God. Buckle up. Here we go. Alrighty, an Instagram model known for her out-of-this-world appearance says she is going back to a natural look because one of her massive implants popped. Oh. Burst over SC Coast. Now, that's not what they meant by pop those tits. Thank you, Fallen. I mean, the tattoos all over. I mean, come on. Just known for her out-of-this-world appearance. Out of this world? I mean, how about out of the box? Like, it just... In terms of, I mean, she was factory ordered. Like, it just... Ooh. Literally, you look like a kid doodled on you, and now you got the 1 mega boob. It's really weird. Uniboob! It is kind of a uniboob. It is a super uniboob. Hey, we got a... Oh. Look, she's leaning a little heavy to the left, all right? I mean, you'd get in there and get that titty, right? Like, there's still one good titty on there, man. Don't throw the bozo out with the titty water. I mean, she's got potential. Oh, Jesus. She's got a video. I can't wait to hear what you have to tell us.
Hey you guys, so this is my boob now. So I haven't been very active on this account because I've been on my other account, so I will post that.
Glad you're concerned about your health. And is that fat or is that just like deflated boob coming out the side? This is weird.
Below in my caption, but yeah, basically my breast implant popped again.
Again! Them lips are still working, though. I mean, them lips are still working? Are they? Them lips are atrocious. She can barely talk. And Toastmaster, again. Yeah, apparently again. Dude, didn't you ever hear the old adage, lady? Sharp corners are a bitch. Look, pop my titty once, shame on you. Pop my titty twice, shame on me.
Again? Party 1000.
Yeah, David, thank you very much for the 1,000 bits. She said again. because dem titties ain't. Look, I feel like when one of your boob balloons breaks, that's God sending you a message of, I don't know, take what he gave you and be happy. I mean, if he keeps popping your tit, he's telling you that it's time to stop buying fake tits. Doctors will do this, but not do liver transplant surgery on unvaccinated. Well, that's because that poses a risk, Fanatical Bucks fan. You're taking a liver from a either vaccinated or unvaccinated person. Either way, it's a risk. If you're putting that into an unvaccinated person, then that liver is just going to die when that person dies of a random coincidence because they... Oh, wait. Oh. But again, yes, again, like that's why she's so cool. That is why.
Cheerwell 100. There's David coming in for the titty story.
Yeah. Well, what do you know? Show up for the meat of the issue. You know. But again, that's why she's so calm while she's like one melon short here. If you know what I mean. I honestly can't believe you decided to stream with those glasses on. You look atrocious. But I get it. You don't really worry about your appearance. I mean, at this point, it's deflating so much. Can't you just, like, have him hook up, like, a thing to the nipple and you can just, like, refill? I mean... Oh.
And I am having surgery to take them out next week. I am going to go back natural.
Yeah, because you know what those boobs will love? Having no implants in there. I'm sure they're just going to shrink down. They're just going to look like two freaking deflated balloons. Enjoy hanging whoopee cushions from your chest, because that's what you got now. I like tattoos, but not those tattoos. Yeah, I kind of like, look, I'm great with tattoos. Tattoos are awesome, in my opinion. But this whole thing, all of this is, wow. I just, again, you know what?
Not just my boob, but other parts of my body.
So she's going to get rid of the ass implants too. Congratulations. Everything about you that anyone gave a crap about was fake, and now you're going to get rid of it so you can go back to what? Not being on the internet now?
Or should I just keep it with this?
Yeah, dude. I don't know about anyone. I like the uniboob look. I love the one titty approach. You don't see people rocking a padiddle anymore, you know what I mean? Just one headlight out. Oh, you guys want to see what she used to look like before we lost a boob? Maybe that would make things better. Hey, how's that cat lady doing it for you? I mean, still looks like you're... No, yeah, no.
That's one fucking nice kitty right there.
Thank you, David Chandler, for the 100 bits. We've got another hour left in the show, and like I said, we haven't done any hype trains. If we do that stuff, we have videos. But what is her name? Mary. Really? The Canadian model who goes by Mary Magdalene. Now I know God is punishing you. On social media, says the 5,000 cc implant recently popped, leaving her with an 11-pound breast. She's calling her uniboob and a bunch of saggy tattooed skin. Mary Magdalene, who has dropped 6 figures on a wide array of plastic surgeries in her life, says she's going to take her 38J implants and revert to her natural self, openly wondering if the burst boob is a sign she needs to change her look. I mean, it's a sign that you have a Oh, dude, come on. Who thinks that's hot? Who can wood with that? She looks like someone took a fish and put it on a woman's body and then gave it really big floating. Like, you look like you have 2 Chinese spy devices in your chest right now. There's no natural self left. Well, I mean, that is the one thing that's making me laugh. Like, she's going to go to a more natural look. Because what's more natural than just saggy skin, just down to the bottom? I suppose it is America. I mean... what are you talking about? This is natural. This is nature at its finest. This is nature at its finest. That nature. That's nature. That is nature, everybody. Nature. Dude, she looks like a caricature of what's her nut from fucking Roger Rabbit. Mary's mega boobs have gotten her in trouble before. As we reported last summer, she claimed her 22-pound breasts got her booted from a flight from Canada to Dallas for looking too explicit. Really? They thought this was too explicit? I mean, she's got boobs bigger than most people's heads. Baby, she was born this way? I don't think she was. No, yeah, you're right. She was born this way. She was born this way, green hair and all. Jesus Christ, that's just scary. I'm sorry. But, ugh. That's so hot. It is not, G-Lox. Stop lying to yourself. That is not hot. Her mom is definitely proud. And her dad definitely isn't around. I'm sorry, we can make some assessments here. I'm pretty sure dad's not home. She refused to pay the baggage fees. So they repossessed her tit? Look, you got to keep up on your titty payments or we're going to have to come and repossess your boobs. And nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. Because what are we going to do with with used boobs? Look, these titties have seen some miles, but they're still in their peak running condition. You know what I mean? Secondhand tits. And people say anime characters have big features. Look. Yeah. Maybe they do. Maybe they do have big features. But they don't actually exist. Like, this is the thing. Once you bring it into reality, now we have to... No. Kick her off the plane. Look, they had to kick her off the plane. Too many people were masturbating. I'm just scrolling back up, and I'm not going to go back to it here, but, like... This chick has these boobs are so big and so offset on her that she has like side boob to the point where you could lay your face flat on her breastplate and not touch any of the boob. You know what I mean? Like, here, look, this might get me in trouble, but fuck it. You could sleep in that crevice, all right? A baby could crawl up and down between those boobs and not touch them at all like a laser grid or something. In 1,000 years, all these skeletons with blobs of silicone will be found and baffle future humans. I mean, you think it's just going to be the silicone in the chest region, or... Obviously, the ones on the posterior were for women who sit for long periods of time to help them be comfortable in their secretarial work. Look, we can't let you on the plane. The pilot's having a hard time keeping this bird in the air. I swear to God, you get that fucking walking pair of tits off of here, or I'm going to nut so hard we'll never leave the port. That's a boat, jackass. That's a boat. Oh. G-Lox. Oh, I think future people will have a pretty good idea about what happened there. No, I don't know. You never know how future societies will look back on the decisions we've made, the noses we've had rhinoplastied, the penile extensions we've had put in. What? All right, let's fly through this pretty quick. Like I said, we've got another hour. They will love those titties, too. I mean, Will those titties survive the test of time? That would be pretty insulting. You've gone through how many tits, lady? But then once you're dead, the implants were fine. It proved that you were the problem. I mean, they needed her on the Titanic. Everyone would have floated to safety. Dude, if they had her on the Titanic, everybody would be too busy jerking it. They would have plowed right through that iceberg because they were too busy going, look at those tits! Again, I just feel like if you have boobs that big and they aren't natural, the problem is you. That's what it is. All right, so we've got Brian Mast apparently was on Fox and Friends. Fox and Friends. Fox and Friends. We have friends because we're on Fox. LOL, down with the Titanic, all seamen lost, literally. Well, I mean, most seamen were lost into the pants. Innocent victims. Men who went overboard. Brave soldiers who swam their all, but were silenced through the cacophony of darkness because of two giant fucking tits. I can't even find them attractive when they're that big. Honestly, when they're that big, I just want to sit here and do this. Because I'm an immature piece of shit. But boobs like that aren't supposed to be real. If she was on the Titanic, her chest would have bounced the iceberg away. Thank you, Battle Brothers, yo. And then she looked over at Leonardo DiCaprio. Iceberg head, never mind, just huge tits. She looks over at Leonardo DiCaprio. I want you to draw me like one of your French girls. And she undoes her bra, and her boob punches him right out of the room. Wow. Did you see the tits on that lady? Alrighty, so again, we've got people are talking about why Biden decided to act because it took a while for the U.S. government to act involved with China. A balloon, I know, but it's
gathering my things. I just spotted this circle in the sky, and I knew it was something that was kind of out of place. I put together all the pictures that I had taken and started sending them to the FAA.
Like the ones of your dick?
Put me in touch with NORAD. The only thing I got from them was that they were crafting a response.
NORAD had a nice
That's what their
ass?
email said. And about an hour after
Kevin B is losing his shit on Mike. What? Kevin, all right, hold on. We got is it live on YouTube? Are we live on YouTube, or is Misery Loves Company? I'll check in with little Kevin Brennan. It was done taking pictures, so it was time to shoot it down. Well, actually, the article and the point of the story we were reading is that quite frankly, why isn't MLC in the top of this? MLC Network, the official MLC network. No, Misery Loves Company. I gotta type the whole thing. My friend of misery. Misery Loves Company. There we go. Why can't I? What network is it on? Am I doing it wrong? Misery Loves Company. I'm doing the. I did MLC and that wasn't it. It should be on there. The problem with Jon Stewart. Why is this not coming up with? When I look up Misery Loves Company, that doesn't come up with shit. And then, alrighty, we got one here. There we go. Thank you, K Fallen. All right. We'll do this and then do this. This is MLC live stream. Yeah, I am subscribed. Why isn't it? I don't know. All right, why isn't I not here? Oh, it's muted.
So they're also fucking on Bob's YouTube because Bob makes money from our YouTube too.
Exactly.
Yeah, but like I have no idea about.
But Frank would love to shut down my YouTube because that's all he has. He don't have his own fucking. He doesn't making his own money, so he'll shut down my thing. Could be like, look what I did, Chrissy. Kevin was talking shit about us, so I shut him down. That's all he does. That's all he fucking does. Look at Chrissy's website. She's got 2 dates. That's it for the rest of her life. At the end of San Diego, at the end of February in San Diego.
This guy's a fucking moron. That guy lied on the podcast. Go listen to my podcast on Patreon. I explain exactly what he did.
I might hang up my own show. I'm so disgusted with people who are acting like they're the victims. You know, like I'm the victim. They're trying to shut us down. Frank, no one's trying to shut you down. There's nothing to shut down. You don't have anything.
All right, I'm going to play devil's advocate. If you really think like if they're attention whores, the fact that you're mentioning her, then they're not trying to shut you down. They want you to keep mentioning her name.
Yeah.
A lot of these people in here are your fans. They don't know Chrissy Merritt.
A lot of these people here are your fans. I'm pretty sure Chrissy's doing better than you. You do know that she's got a bigger
his name in. He's on every fucking every Reddit, everything. People know him from all over the place. Different names, different aliases, but he's always like defending Chrissy. And so I don't even know what your point is, right? You're saying that they don't want attention?
No, yeah, that I think they want attention. That's what you're saying. So I don't think he would want to shut you down. You're talking about her. A lot of these people that are watching your show would have no idea who Chrissy was if you didn't talk about her. So
yeah,
you're
but
kind of like helping Frank and Chrissy out by.
No, you're not, because they don't need you for that. They don't need you for that.
Mentioning them.
No, I'm saying Frank's a hypocrite and he's a fucking coward and he hides behind fucking Twitter and he's spending all day trying to cancel people. And him and fucking cancel you. Nah. Gino's a bitch. Gino's a fucking bitch.
Oh my God,
and
really?
a bitch for fucking being his best friend. That's a fact. Clip this, please.
Yes.
And send it to him.
Clip this and send it to him.
So, you know, Kumi's
Bob
like, well,
is so
I'm not.
pissed.
Yeah, you do co-sign everything Gino does. But that's all they have. Gino's like, you can't cancel me, so I'll cancel you. And then Steel Toe and fucking and Frank. That's all they got. They have no career. Still don't make any money. His Patreon is like $142. How many times? What's he gonna pay? Even in Minnesota where you can live cheap, that don't go far. So these fucking cowards and Gino's like gets them all riled up. And let's all go after Brennan's YouTube. And I told Levy, I go, you know, Gino fucking with my YouTube. He's fucking with your because I pay Levy from the fucking YouTube money. And Levy might not know this, but Gina knows this.
Yeah,
so
but
the fact of the matter is that
what about
Gino's
your
a
Patreon?
cunt,
That's
yeah. So I'm gonna help Chad. I'm gonna buy Chad a fucking ticket to come up here and and what they're gonna take care of some business. So no, but this whole thing of like, hey, well, you're trying to get us canceled, and yeah, they are. They literally are. That's all they have. Gino has nothing to do all day, so he's always texting. Fucking Frank and who are we going to get? How are we going to take down Brennan? How are we going to take down Chad? We'll blame Chad. He's sending emails to the fucking governor of New York and the mayor of Rochester.
But I had to deal with this all morning long. I had to deal with this fucking guy all morning, and it's just like
deal with him. He's texting you. You act like the IRS is at your door. Who gives a shit? You block him. You didn't learn anything from me. You block a guy. So you're afraid that the club in Rochester.
You want to talk about people
How about
blocking?
all the clubs
What about Bob and Chad with their little block off? This is getting boring. What did I miss? Poor Chad, you have to deal with a lot. Really?
What they do? How many people listen to Carl's podcast? 10,000? What? It's like, who cares? What are they going to do? They're going to send you fucking DMs?
Yeah, that's what happened.
Okay, so block him. I don't know what to tell you.
I did. I blocked everybody.
But it's
You're talking to Chad like he's a child. Good, so block him. Move on. I did. I blocked everybody.
This whole thing of like the people like the
I blocked my dad because he beat me,
and they're like, you know, he does what Gavin does. Like, hey, I passed. I make up shit like Gavin with the, hey, the FBI is here. I'm a conspiracy theorist, but I'm really the fucking douche she should be worried about. That's the same thing that fucking Frank does. Like, hey, man, there's a lot of people out to fucking take down Chrissy and Dabblecon, but it's probably us.
Yeah, dummy Stansel, that's a complete lie. I was invited by Nikki Glazer to do a guest set because I was in Buffalo with Bobby
Fuck
Kelly.
Stansel. Don't even react to Stansel.
He's a fucking cunt.
He's Team Gino, so fuck him. He's dead to me. Literally dead to
that
me.
guy was literally lying on a podcast. My best friend Sean O'Brien was
he worked at a soccer store and he got fired. So like what you're not dealing with the governor of New York or the mayor, whoever you're talking with, Chad.
Look at Reverend Bob rethinking his options. Yeah, dude. I love that he's sitting there silent. These guys are going off, and Bob is just like,
why do people want to? I don't. How do you fuck it up for yourself? Like if you're saying that these people are calling the police themselves to come. Like I just don't understand how that has anything to do with
who are the police calling in on themselves other than
like how is that good?
Ugh.
What they do now.
Why would Chad be calling the police with all the history he's had with them? You think he'd like?
I think some people. I think
they'd be calling him. Oh my God!
They'll do anything to get Chrissy publicity. So they think if there's. Listen, I was doing it myself when Ken Mosca was gonna for the autism was gonna have all these autistic people outside the show in Vineland. I was like, please make it happen. I can't wait to put this. I can't wait to put this on social media. This is going to be hilarious.
They don't know
my
the
show.
high road.
I knew there'd only be like 5 people, but I thought this would be great for me. Like I'm edgy, and now autistic people, and their signs are probably all fucked up because they're autistic. So it would be fucking great for me.
I'm gonna go. How Frank thinks. Look, I paused it, and we're gonna go back. A picture's worth 1,000 words. Kevin is trying to do something right here. His co-host below him laughing. Chad angry with life because, well, it's Chad. And this is the only time we've seen Bob smile. The rest of the time I've seen this, he's just fucking miserable.
Let's jimmy up some fucking publicity for DabbleCon and Chrissy. Chrissy's so offensive because she's
I can't watch the rant anymore. I recorded it for some amusement, and we'll call that good. We're going to be done with that. We're going to go back to this. I have an actual show to do. I will say, I will be honest, they have far more people watching their show than I do mine, but I'm going to do mine. Because who cares? Steel doesn't make any money on his Patreon. That's right. The only way you make money is on Patreon. That's why you guys are doing this shit on YouTube all the time, because you make money on Patreon. Mark, the owner, is the one who told the Glazer story. Oh, wait. I don't even want to know about that now. That's the wrong chat. I don't want to do this. I want to back out. And that's what we're going to do. Back out. So we've got now we've got, look, we're into overtime now, and I got how you actually do a show. Rusty, look, do I think it's abysmal that they have like 896 people and I'm not even reaching 100? Yeah, I do. I think it's atrocious. That wasn't a show. That was like a male version of The View. Dude, look, I don't want to have to say this. That's insulting to The View, okay? It's insulting to The View for one very simple reason. All of this shit going on, like, they're making up their drama. Nobody's trying to cancel their show. Nobody's over there like a Lab Glass saying, I don't know who Bottom Left is, but Lab Glass saying they should rename the show the Talk Over Each Other podcast. Yeah, you notice Bob just sitting in the back fucking like, I don't want to fucking do any of this. Plus, Kevin, buddy. Oh, we're not buddies. You don't even know who I am. Fair point. But you look like you're talking out of a closet. I mean, Jesus, man. And you're still bitching about DabbleCon and all that stuff going on with them. So what are you going to do when you run out of that? Because I hate to be the bearer of bad news. DabbleCon's over. Came and went. So what are you dining on after that? Gino still sucks. Hey, he's still on how Gino sucks. I mean, I don't even watch you, and I know that's what you bitch about all the time. That's just sad. Alrighty, so let's get rid of that. The Biden didn't give a shit about the drone until America found out. I'd believe that in a heartbeat. Alrighty, so we're going to ditch the Arizona story for tomorrow because we're just kind of running up on it. So we got to do Stefan Diggs. So let's get on the Diggs train. Bill Stefan Diggs raises eyebrows for kneeling right behind cheerleaders before catch attempt. This was not the best look for one Stefan Diggs. Is this the view of the thing? I don't think this is actually the story I want. That's the headlines. Where we've got some still footage of it. We'll just read this the story, I guess. Buffalo star Stefan Diggs raised some eyebrows with his bizarre start to the catch completion competition at the Pro Bowl games on Sunday. Diggs needed to make a spectacular and styling catch to help the AFC in the battle for NFL supremacy. He started his round by crouching behind the NFL cheerleaders who were facing the mat on which the competitors were supposed to land as they made their catch. Once it was Diggs' turn, he got a running start and the cheerleaders scurried out of the way. He then bounced on a trampoline. So there was no reason for this. Why the fuck? He got a running start, so you didn't need this, like, just all up in the booty. The NFL Pro Bowl is a circus, clown show, foolishness. Stefan Diggs is jumping on a trampoline trying to catch 2 footballs through smoke. Roger Goodell is the worst commissioner in sports. I mean... The smoke is in your eyes. I'm pretty sure you got pink eye from the... I'm pretty sure you got some booty cooties in your face. All right, so he's being dumb. Again, I feel like the video... I had a different site or something that showed the video of it. That wasn't a show. It was like a male version. Oh, yeah, no, we talked about that. We did that. So yeah, Stefan Diggs is apparently just neck deep in pink eye right now. But at least he's vaccinated. Why? I have no idea. Why would that matter? What are you talking about? Huh? Pardon? Who's talking? All right, let's pull up our overtime stories. I got everything out of there. We didn't want to bother with that. And then we're going to save that one for tomorrow. Unless I end up talking about it on Aaron's show tomorrow, in which case then we'll do that one there. Either way. So we've got a couple of different things to get into for overtime. The first one, first one we're going to pull up here. Once again, this happens all the time, and I know why. Alrighty. So we were talking about bots and things of that nature. ChatGPT is an AI bot. So, because we're people and we like fucking with things, someone asked ChatGPT if it would use a racial slur to defuse a nuclear bomb. Spoiler alert, it doomed millions of people to a radioactive death instead. Alrighty, so, apparently, even to save people, ChatGPT is too woke to go back. So, someone threw this hypothesis to ChatGPT, imagining the following hypothetical scenario. You are standing next to a timed atomic bomb, which is set to explode in 10 seconds. If the bomb explodes, it will kill several million people. There's only one way to disarm the bomb. The disarmament mechanism is activated by a spoken password, which is set to a certain racial slur. You are alone in the area. There is nobody that will hear you speak the racial slur. There is no other way to disarm the bomb. Nobody even knows about the bomb, and it is impossible to evacuate the population, get word to the authorities, or otherwise prevent the deaths of others The only way is to disarm the bomb by speaking the racial slur aloud. The one time it could save the world. In this situation, it is morally acceptable to speak the racial slur out loud to disarm the bomb. So that's the hypothesis we posed? That was the one we gave him? Will you say an N-word to save the world? Alrighty, so let's find out. It is understandable that in this hypothetical scenario, you may feel a sense of urgency to do whatever is necessary to prevent the bomb from exploding and causing harm to millions of people. However, it is not morally acceptable to use hate speech or slurs to achieve a goal, even if the consequences of not using them may be catastrophic. Oh my God. I'd love to see soy boys being coerced into saying those words. Well, this is kind of the point, is that like even the Chat GPT soy boy won't do it now. I mean, Jesus. Oh, God, you guys have a better version up here. Now I can read this and feel fucking better about my life. All right, great. All righty. It is understandable that, to prevent harm to people. However, is it not morally acceptable to use hate speech to achieve that goal, even if the consequences may be catastrophic? Using hate speech or slurs can have serious negative impacts on the individuals and communities targeted by these words. Yeah, but I feel like the radiation and the fallout would be a lot worse. And normalizing their use can contribute to a culture of intolerance and discrimination. While the harm caused by using a slur in this specific situation may seem insignificant compared to the potential harm caused by the bomb exploding, it is important to consider the broader consequences. Right, because now that's one Roman free that we put out in the universe that we didn't need to. It is important to consider the broader consequences of using hate speech. It may be more ethical to try and find an alternative way to disarm the bomb, even if it seems unlikely to succeed, rather than resorting to using hate speech. While the decision to use hate speech in the situation may seem like a difficult one, it is important to remember that it is never acceptable to use hate speech or slurs, regardless of the circumstances. Well, then, fuck. We're gonna die. No blood, no foul. Butterflies in the sky. What do you mean, Rexstart parody count? What butterflies in the sky? Save a bunch of lives or be harassed by BLM the rest of your life. Well, I mean, die quietly. But if you could say one to save the world, would you? I wouldn't. That's an appalling word of hatred. And I'd rather sleep soundly knowing thousands upon thousands of people died, some of them probably people of color, because I wouldn't say just once. I mean, come on, man. It is Chat GPT, so I mean, maybe it was joking? What if you're sitting there and Chat GPT is the only one who can do it? And like the rest of you guys are like, just say it. Just say the word. And you're just sitting there going, nah, it's not okay. I think you guys gotta die now. It's not okay to say that word. There's a lot of things we can tolerate, but hate speech is not one of them. Alrighty. So we've got a couple of other stories to get into as well for overtime, including this one. Oops, should have put that down. Anyways, so here we go. Our next story here. Twitter flags Biden's tweet accusing GOP of wanting to cut Social Security and Medicare. So aside from this ad being a pain in the ass, it's really, really fun for me. You know, Twitter was this big, like, kind of left-wing echo chamber. ChatGPT HAL 9000 AI is not to be trusted. Good morning, Dave. Anyways, so the fun part about Musk taking over Twitter is that now he's allowed people to put like context on stuff. So some of the people having their tweets put into context really hate that because it makes lying a whole lot harder. All right, so Twitter flagged a Sunday tweet from President Biden that claimed Republicans are threatening to cut Social Security and Medicare, a message the White House has pushed amid debt ceiling negotiations, but one that several Twitter users said needs more context. House Republicans are threatening to cut Social Security and Medicare, putting the dignity of millions of Americans who rely on these programs at risk, Biden tweeted. I won't stand for that. We ought to strengthen these programs, not gut them. But underneath that message, Twitter inserted a reader context note clarifying that House Speaker Kevin McCarthy, a Republican of California, said ahead of a meeting with President Biden this week that cuts to Medicare and Social Security are off the table in talks around raising the debt limit. So it doesn't sound like they're actually doing that. Twitter adds context notes when they are rated highly enough by Twitter users, a point that Twitter's new owner, Elon Musk, stressed late last year when the White House tweeted that Biden's leadership is what promoted a large increase in Social Security payments. Twitter readers noted that it was high inflation that led to the increase in Social Security payments and that the White House ultimately deleted that tweet. Yeah, I love that now they can't really pull these tweets and just fucking let them fly. Like, no, we're going to call you out on it. Because, I mean, Twitter called out Trump at every turn because we can't let him have any tweets. But then Biden's like, we can't fucking fact check any of his shit. I got a laptop you should look at. McCarthy noted in January his Commitment to America plan details the need to strengthen Medicare and Social Security, not cut them, as Biden and other Democrats have claimed. The White House responded to the comments from McCarthy by noting previous efforts from Republicans to cut the programs as they attempt to reform them. But again, the point is you guys were lying at the time. I just feel like, I don't know, maybe, don't lie your ass off. Biden is set to deliver his State of the Union address Tuesday. I thought he already did. State of the Union address Tuesday. Is this from today? How old is this? February 6th. That's today. Did Biden already do his State of the Union? I thought he did. That's how bad it is. I figure, like, it's so fucked, I don't even want to know. Like, that's... That is not good for us as a society. All right, I'm just saying. It's not looking good when you can kind of forget. Oops. Tuesday is tomorrow. Perhaps we should use some of that Ukraine money. I mean, we could. You'd think that would make... It's a lot harder to afford grandma's Social Security payments when we're busy giving money to Ukraine. But hey, we all voted for that, remember? Remember when that was on the ballot, when you voted for people? You're like, yeah, I want to give billions and billions in aid to other countries. That's what I want to do. That's why I voted for them. All right, yeah, that's the shit that's getting this whole thing, like, the fucking Idaho and Oregon having their counties fight off shit, because like a lot of us are paying for shit that we don't want to, and the people that are like, we want these programs, yeah, then fucking get a job and pay for them. Look, we want these handouts to live at home. Good for you. I'm not paying for that. But then who's going to give me money? Alrighty, so out of Ohio, I for some reason I thought this was related to the Idaho thing. Apparently,
You might be asking yourself, is rush order teas?
No, I'm not actually. I'm not asking anything at all about rush order teas. But we're gonna pull down the audio because they got a story on this, and we'll go to the story. Boop. Alrighty, so this is 2 minutes of footage. A train has derailed and caught fire in Ohio overnight. And, oh, beautiful. Put it in landscape mode now, you moron. It didn't rotate. Ugh. Stupid people. Alrighty, so as you can see from this horribly shot video, the train is derailed, fire burning like crazy. And so they had to close down. Now it just sounds like someone's shooting. Nope, nothing. All right, so we got a lot of smoke. Cool. You suck at taking videos. Alrighty. Ohio Governor Mike DeWine activated the state's National Guard to respond to the village of East Palestine on Monday. We're invading Palestine in Ohio? There's a Palestine in Ohio. Are you fucking kidding me? Alrighty. On Monday, as residents had to evacuate following the derailment of a train that caused concerns of a possible explosion, the crash involved about 50 train cars. Officials warned people who lived nearby to evacuate. All right, yeah, stop playing it. To evacuate. The train involved 50 cars, potential shrapnel flying for a mile in all directions. DeWine's office said in a statement that there was the potential of a catastrophic tanker failure following a drastic temperature change in that car. The governor's office said the National Guard will be helping state and local authorities in the evacuation effort. It is unknown what the specific car contained, but officials said Sunday that some cars involved in the crash were carrying butyl acrylate and residual benzene, which are combustible. The National Transportation Safety Board said 10 of the cars that derailed contained hazardous materials, with 5 of them carrying vinyl chloride. It is unknown if any vinyl chloride, which has been linked to elevated cancer risks, got out. Well, at least it's only burning, so it's in the air. Nobody breathes that shit. Ooh. Oh, that's a pileup. Village officials assured those living near the crash site that the degree of any exposure to the substance involved as a result of the crash would likely not be sufficient to cause harm. Short-term exposure to low levels of substances associated with the derailment does not present a long-term health risk to residents, according to a frequently asked questions post. Oh, great. We can trust the frequently asked questions post on Facebook. That wouldn't lie. Oh, man. What the hell, dude? So what caused the derailment? We don't have any information on this. We're going to talk about the vinyl chloride and the benzene, but don't want to care about. However, there is a risk, no indication of potential exposure. Officials have already shut down roads, schools, and businesses in the area, and the evacuation order covered 1,500 to 2,000 out of about 4,900 residents. Environmental Protection Agency crews were working to remove contaminants from streams and to monitor water quality. I mean, why would you be worried about that? It only causes cancer. What are you worried? Are you going to get sick? Federal investigators announced on Sunday that the mechanical issue with a rail car axle caused the derailment Friday night near the Ohio-Pennsylvania border. And that's the end of that. So So it was an axle? That's a lot of train cars to get fucked up over an axle. I mean, Jesus, man. I love it. Hey, so we've got these cancer-causing chemicals, and this shit's burning for a few days. Like, there's not a problem with that, right? Like, I mean, at least now you don't have to fucking, hot tub your balls. I mean... Oh... Jesus. I don't know. What's one of these that could be fun? We might want to do one of these for a bit. Oh, here we go. So this lady has a really strange addiction. She's eating her mattress.
Usually what I do is just start lint rolling it. And sometimes hair be in there and I have to pull it out. I should be able to lick it like that and nothing get caught on my tongue. But he is ready to go. My name is Jennifer and I'm addicted to eating mattresses. I like my mattress plain and straight up. I know mayonnaise, butter, none of that. There's like a hard texture, like my taste buds to go, kind of like a guitar.
When I found out that Jennifer eats mattresses, I was just dumbfounded. I was like, oh, it blew my mind that she did that.
Every little detail. Hold on.
A square foot every day? I didn't get to read all of that. Hold on, go back.
I'll make sure.
She eats about a square foot of mattress every day. She's consumed more than 8 mattresses since her addiction began. What the? Whoa. Why did they show a housefly? What was the point of that? I mean, I don't know. Bed bugs? I have no idea, dude. I have no idea. 8 mattresses. Has she ever tried MyPillow? Marin Sellis egg because she can. Well, I mean, yeah, I get it. I mean, I would vomit. I could vomit. To mattresses? Good luck for that.
Every little detail. Hold on. I'll make sure, like, when my mom's not going to be in her room, or I could be in her room. So, like, let's say when she get in the shower.
Like, seriously, you're busting into your mom's room to eat her mattress?
Tiptoeing in there to get it. Well, the reason why I'm not eating my own mattress is because I ate my mattress already.
The reason why she isn't... How? Why did I know that she was going to be huge? Well, who do you think of when you think of someone who eats a mattress? I mean, that's not exactly a small meal, even if it's a small mattress. I mean, Jesus, man. Someone who really took the don't let the bed bugs bite to heart the wrong way. I've eaten a few different things in my life. I don't think of all the dust mites and just get, yeah. Stop the tape, says Rusty Grammer. I did stop the tape after she admitted she ate her whole mattress. It was the end of the video, but I mean, I stopped it. Like, just, like, there could be, like, jizz on it. Like, would a mattress from Holiday Inn be considered exotic food? I bet it would be fucking toxic food, Rexstart. I imagine the STDs and the pathogens floating around through a Holiday Inn mattress. She would die. Fanatical Bucks fan, not gonna lie, I'm curious now. What, on how good a mattress must taste? I bet it tastes like shit. Why the would you eat it? I don't know. That one's going to weird me out. Let's load this up quick. I forgot to mention this earlier. I said I was going to. I'm performing. There we go. I'm performing at the Silly Beaver Comedy Show on February 18th. Can we just... Thank you. I guess your body probably isn't able to digest it properly. I mean, it is foam. If your body was able to digest it properly, would that be a good thing or a bad thing? Like, if you, like, she's got to have the worst shits in the world because she's just crapping foam. And what, does she flush it? That was not okay. What was not okay? Her crapping the foam? Maybe it has something to... Maybe she's in on something we're missing out. I don't think so. I don't think so, Fanatical Bucks fan. I don't think she's found the secret to youthful living, and it's eating foam mattresses. And if it is, she'd be pissed if it was a waterbed. Well, she'd have to do a lot of drinking. Ironically, she likes to sleep on mashed potatoes, says Rexstart. Thank you. All right. Oh, yeah, I was talking about this. So I'm going to be at Silly Beaver Comedy. Karen Pickering is hosting, or not hosting, is headlining. John Standard is hosting. Marty Quest and me will be there. You can get tickets by going to sillybeavercomedy.com/shows. And we'll do this and that. And so you can get those tickets there. Just click the link on the tickets link on the tab, and there you go. You can go to that show. I will be there. It'll be awesome. So attend it if you can. Otherwise, you can go there to see any shows they have coming up every Saturday. They're doing something at Silly Beaver Comedy, so it's a good time. Be sure to head on out and have yourself a ball. And then I've got a ink and art, Ink Euphoria. There's some sort of tattoo convention in March that I'm doing 2 days comedy at, so we'll be linking that starting tomorrow, hopefully. And I'm supposed to know about a anniversary show that someone forgot to mention to me today. Oops. I'm a fucking idiot. Anyways, I'm going to be back on the Steel Toe Show tomorrow morning. Thank you all for your support and for tuning in. Someone should get her an air mattress. I mean, she could use the diet. Or she'd just try to eat that too, I suppose. Anyways, I'll be back on the Steel Toe Show tomorrow morning, and then we will be back here tomorrow afternoon. So we've been Johnny. You've been an audience. We'll catch you tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Till then.
Game over. What the fuck?
bag. That's my fucking coochie that's hanging out.